Going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing well. It's go time, and tonight we have chosen Suffering. We're going to be playing Nurgle and seeing if we can squeak out some wins. So that is going to be the game plan. Festus and his triple chins will be blessing us, and let me get the tournament started. All right, just 1 second here. I've announced round one is going, and let's see what the maps are going to be. All righty, so I'm going to be first. Let me find my opponent. The big thing for us is making sure we can avoid Tzeentch, Demons of Chaos. Those are some of the really, really bad ones. Aside from that, I'm pretty happy for most matchups. All right, T1. But Grandfather's blessings are upon us. Yes. By the way, got some exciting stuff going on. Tomorrow, we are doing a 2v2 domination tournament. So tomorrow we got 2v2s going on at 1:30, so it'll be earlier in the day. And yeah, you team up, 2v2, double elimination, so each team has 2 lives. Yeah, Nurgle's one of my favorite factions to play. I would say I'm pretty good at them. As far as you can get with Nurgle, they're probably bottom 2 factions in the game. Bottom 2 or 3. But, you know, the game balance isn't so bad that a faction like that can't, you know, win most of their games in a tournament, depending on the matchups you get and the opponents and whatnot. So, all right, let me get Grandfather's blessing here. There he goes. All right. And now we're just waiting. Yeah, it's pretty funny, Ava. All right. Where are we at? I think this is my opponent for round 1. Ignam Manus. Yo. We'll see what they're going to be playing. Got to figure out how I want to approach this. Yeah, 2v2. Pwn Dog is coming out of retirement to play with me tomorrow, so I'm going to have Professor Pwn as my ally. And we are thinking tonight, when we get some downtime in between games, we can do some brewing of builds and alliances, because we haven't decided on our composition yet. But imagine like being able to toolbox and mix and match any of these factions here for 2v2 comps. I think that's pretty fun, and we don't have any restrictions, so you could do like Warriors of Chaos with Bretonnia or whatever, right? So it's just pure wild. Yo, nice. Nurgle. So we got Chaos Dwarfs in our first round, which can be tricky for Nurgle. There are ways to go about it. Okay, so I will ban. Let's go ahead and ban Carcass. I'm banning the Nurgle map because the other ones are going to be a little bit better for us, actually. All right. You've been playing a lot of Tomb Kings. I really think about, yeah, Tomb Kings are awesome. Join our tournaments, man. You know, come join the party. It's going to be a good time. Hey, Trevader, thank you. Appreciate the bits, man. I hope he gets greased. No, we're not getting greased right now. We're playing Chaos Dwarves. We just have to see what map he's going to be banning. Yeah, the lore accurate 2v2s are definitely probably the direction I would go in the future. But I'm thinking for tomorrow's event, we're just going to let it be hog wilds, because there's also going to be a lot of fun elements about seeing the crazy compositions people come up with, you know? What are they going to be, you know, is there some weird synergies we don't know about between items and abilities and various heroes? Like, I think that'll be very fun. All right. Is it all right to join non-new player tournaments as a new player? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, dude. We get new players blitzing into these tournaments. Just whatever you're comfortable with, really. All right. Let's get that. Homie's there. And we're waiting on the map bans. And then Ignam will let us know. Do I have builds for the Chaos Dwarves? I do have a fair amount of Chorf builds. I have a lot of Kislev builds. I do have a Nurgle guide. Some of it is a little bit outdated, but we're going to go ahead and take a look here. Get James Hetfield up, and we're going to start looking at the builds I have versus Chorfs. I think I won this one last time. Yeah, Nurgle versus Chorfs. That actually is kind of a cool build. I like that one. I think it's got a lot of the answers that you seek. Can people pick their own partners? Yeah, anybody. No, you can pick your own partners. Get in there, man. Just get you and your homie. And remember, guys, 2v2 is a very different game than 1v1. There might be players who are really good at 1v1 who don't really, you know, communicate well with their partner, whatever. So it's a different beast. All right, which map you ban? Probably need to contour my build to decide which faction we're going to play as well. So we got you 2 homies. This looks good. And the evil Dowie Czar cometh. Okay, we're going to play Crystal Lake. Here comes Crystal Lake. And here comes the Chorfs. You can play with Ench if you want to. Go ahead. We'll see. We will see if he's a team player. If he decides to sign up. He might. He might. All right, so we're on Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarves, the Tamarcon friendly battle. Tamarcon against Dwarfs a little bit risky because of the Death Reekers. They're really going to give them the dirty, so that's a bit of a risky gambit. There's a couple ways to go about this matchup. One way is just mass width and just swamp them and play all 3 objectives. Yeah, so I picked big maps for the 2v2 map. So one way is to swamp them, and one way is to do a little bit more SE focused. Yeah. 2v2 tournament is tomorrow morning. Well, afternoon. It's going to be at 1:30 my time. So for those of you in Europe, it'll be like, you know, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Somewhere in that ballpark. Okay. What spells do we have? Yes, yes. Looks pretty good. All right. I'm digging this build so far. I think it's got the tools it needs to feast. Bring Big Tammy. I probably will bring Tamarcon at some point tonight. But this is not a Tamarcon matchup in my humble opinion. It is not. It is not a place that old Tamarcon is going to be shining. All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna go with my build. I must have thought it was good at one point or another, so we're gonna stick to our guns and go for it. Why Not says I played Total War Warhammer 1 and 3 for more than 2K hours before daring to try the Puzzles campaign. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, absolutely. We all got to start somewhere, man, and you'll pick it up quick. You know what all the units do. Pone says I come to you now at the turn of the tide. Pone and I are gonna win that tournament tomorrow, man. It's on. The 2v2. There's no way that we're going to get trash canned in the first round by some power sweats. It's not going to happen. Wood Elves seem like they definitely will have some strong allies, because if you give Wood Elves like an armored durable front line, that seems pretty freaking nasty. That seems really, really nasty. Nurgle does do front lines very well. They have a ton of HP and good AP. So yeah. We were talking about one of the forbidden combos we were thinking about is like, what are Cathay has really good shooting and decent, you know, crowmen, and so having a Cathay front line with a Slaanesh flank, like imagine that. So you got like Jade Warriors, cannons, crowmen, and then you have fiends and Hellstriders and Seekers as your mobility. I mean, that seems pretty intense. Yeah, so the tournament tomorrow, the 2v2 one, is going on in our Discord, so you just need to be in our Discord channel. I made an announcement today. It's open signups. You just need to be in the Discord to communicate with people for when the event starts. Oh, Pumpkin, you played Zyphos a long time ago. He's very good, yeah, very strong player. All right. Perfect, and checking here. No problem. Okay, so we're gonna drop you there. All right, sorry, Walnuts, you got a buy round, man. Your opponent had a computer problems and had to drop. Let's get it, man. What about the one today? This one is done through the Discord as well. So basically all our tournaments are announced via our Discord channel. And then they're hosted on the Total Tavern website, mechanically speaking. And yeah, then you just communicate with your opponents in the Discord, and you know, that's it. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to do the same thing for any RTS game we dive into. So Dawn of War 4, we're going to probably create a new website, a copy of Total Tavern for Dawn of War 4 with like its own leaderboards and everything like that. Yeah, it's going to be great. No Skaven bans. Skaven are, they're on the table, man. Skaven are back on the menu. I think there's 2 Skaven players tonight. You guys want me to read through some of the Skaven? I think Dowie Zar will make a very good ally as well. Chaos Dwarves, you know, getting some support in the front line so they don't have to use their Haggard stuff seems very good. All right, so here's the game plan, guys. We have the Nurgle Hero Core. It's going to be an Exalted Hero of Nurgle and a Chaos Lord of Nurgle, actually. Both of whom are going to be going after the single entities. We have 3 Marauder Horsemen who are going to try and grab this. A couple of Pestigors going to Vanguard over and grab that point. And then the rest of the Marauder Corps are going to head towards Objective 2. And that's going to be the game plan. We're going to do a little bit of that. Let there be rot. You got it, buddy. That's what we're here for. We're here for the rot. 3, and the Sorcerer. Is he on a Rot Beast 2? No, he's on foot. So he's going to march up with the main army. And then these guys are just going to grab the point. Hopefully I can grab some of these. He likely will have skirmishers, so it's going to be tricky. But we'll do what we can. Yeah, I do think that Slaanesh and Cathay seems like a really powerful combo, actually. But Undead synergies are pretty crazy, too. Like Tomb Kings with vampire counts is really good because they can get invocation. So the vampire counts can heal the big Tomb Kings characters, like Cetra with healing. You know, it's very badass. So there's lots of fun combos that players can lock in with, you know. There's a whole bunch. For 2v2, that is. Where opponent and I are going to do some big scheming tonight and figure it out. All right, we're going to get you behind the pillar, get you guys up. So what's it going to be? Double Skullcracker. And we do get a Deathstreak rocket launcher. So one Deathstreaker isn't the end of the world. It's still very good. Hey, Gizmo, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Ikit Claw is really good, actually. So you said you just got into the game. You've been playing Ikit Claw. It's a good choice. Ikit is very strong. All right, so my opponent going to blast me here, so we just need to run away and try and avoid those shots if we can. Deathstreakers are really bad at like mobile firing. Okay, so we do have some Cathay Fireborn coming over here. So what do we have that's good against Cathay? I'm probably going to get some Plague Ogres out. My characters can definitely take them on. And yeah, we'll see what we can do there. So double, his army is going to be very small and very elite, considering he went double train, Astrogoth, Deathstreaker. Okay, I don't know why that thing was still shooting over there. That was a long time ago, man. All right, so let's get our horsemen and go start throwing axes at him and see if we can get some freebies there. And we're going to need some Plague Ogres, most likely. I only brought one. I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's not enough here. We'll see. All right, so you guys go this way. Let's go get our Chaos Sword chilling over there. Angels of Decay actually might be better because he's got so many SEs, man. He's really, really playing the SE game super, super hard. We can call the Plague Ogres out a little bit later as well. So, yeah, let's get the Angels over here. And we're just going to kind of hide them until we need to. We're going to go poke in with these guys. I could dive him, but I would lose. Against two Skullcrackers. Oh, one of them's the Demon's Tongue, too. Yeah, that's tough. I might even just try and contest his point here. We'll see. Let's get you there. Put you there. Get you coming down this way, buddy. Hiding my characters behind the pillar in the middle. We have to play World of Warcraft Arena here, basically. So we're going to go get our Marauders. We're going to press up a little bit. Let's get the Pestigores coming. And yeah, soon there's going to be some nastiness for sure. But the Angels move up. Let's get you guys coming out right now. And that Deathstreaker is on single fire mode, which is going to make it a little bit more accurate here. And now we can go after the Demon's Tongue, kind of stay nearby. Angels of Decay can go after it too. And we could sacrifice some Pesties. I don't know if we want to, though. Let's get around and go see if we can threaten the objective. I think that's going to be very clean. All right, so the Nurgle Chaos Sword is chilling. We're going to call some Furies in to dive back here and go after this. He did miss, which is very nice. So we can go after the Skullcracker. Our characters can go after Astro Chad. And you guys just going to park here in the meantime. And let's send one Marauder back there, too, to try and threaten them. And awesome. So now we are threatening this objective. And we can call in some Nurglings to try and do like a full court press against him, which I think is going to be very good. Astrogoth will get smashed up by my Chaos Sword, for sure. He will not have a good time. All right, Pestigores are still going. You're going to go into the backfield. We're going to get some Furies going back there, too. And the Angels of Decay are getting it, but, ooh, man, we got to deal with that freaking Demon's Tongue. Astro Chad, though, getting pounded by my Nurgle Lord in character. Yeah, not surprised to see that. The Chaos Lord of Nurgle is very strong. All right, so Astrogoth is actually almost dead. We've almost killed him. One of the trains is coming in for Sweet Vengeance, and we do have our business there. So let's get these guys around the side. Okay, Astrogoth is straight up cooked. Yeah, the Nurgle Chaos Lord, man, he is... You don't sleep on... he's very strong. All right, so let's get you... we're going to go ahead and do a fleshy, so we're going to get you healing up as well. And now we are all up on his Deathstreaker as well. So yeah, okay, Astrogoth is actually dead already. That's pretty big. The Nurgle champions got the job done. So Angels of Decay, probably want to get them back a little bit. Let's get some infantry moving up. And how are we looking on the other objectives? You guys can come down here too and help us capture that. We are getting the muscle in there. Angels can go ahead and shoot there. Let's get our characters going here, get these horsemen back, get you on the point. And yeah, we're going full court press right now, baby. I think next up we call it a Plague Ogre, although more Pesties might just be better. So we just get a couple of Pestigores and get them up on the point. Yeah, because we have the SE characters also. You know, they're going to be pretty mean here. So let's get the throwing weapons, get you there, get you guys waddling back here to threaten this. You guys keep chasing the skirmishers down. And we're going to get one more Fury to come in and just harry his mobility pieces. All right, so how are my heroes doing? They're looking pretty darn good. We do have the Angels of Decay, dropping it like it's hot on his SEs. And we are full court pressing. We're ahead on value. Astrogoth getting killed early on was pretty brutal for him. So we're going to go ahead and slow you down. We're going to slow down the Skullcracker, kite it a little bit. Keep the Nurgle characters working there. And let's get you guys rearranged here. Is the artillery still... Yeah, so we want to get some Furies back there to force my opponent to have to, you know, defend it. Like a Fury, if it keeps a Fireborn back there, it's very worth it for us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a heal on the Angels. Try and top them off a little bit. And keep chasing with this guy right there. Yeah, but, you know, praise be to the grandfather. That's right. He's not trying to ninja any of the other points right now, so that's very good. We've almost got one of his demon trains down. And the Nurgle champions have been able to tarp it here as well. Let's get another Pesty. Move those guys up, and we're going to go ahead and unsummon some of the beat ones, just in case the battle drags on or he finds a way to come back. We're going to do this. Angels of Decay right there. Marauders right here. And yeah, you can see we're just kind of chortling overhead, waiting for him to leave, and then we can move in. All right, you are getting shot, so you're not going to get unsummoned. That demon train is still very much alive, but it's not really going to be a factor anymore. Astro Chad can, not Astro Chad, but our Chaos Sword of Nurgle can probably hunt that thing down. Let's unsummon you guys, keep you guys moving up. Now we could just dive this. As soon as he abandons it, we just go for it. That's exactly what you do with those old Furies. He's going to be turning around now, but, you know, we'll see if it'll save him. All right, so how are we looking? I think a safe idea would be to maybe just reinforce some of the points here to make sure he doesn't go for a ninja play. We are on top of the artillery. Astro Chad is back. Let's go see if we can get this Demon's Tongue right here as we keep chasing it. These Pesties can move up. We have Rancid too. Could have used that earlier. A bit of a blunder, but not the end of the world. All right, so we're going to get a Nurgling there to reinforce that. So we're going to waddle for it. We do see the Skullcrackers very, very low. Should be able to finish this bad boy off, and then we can pull you guys in to do this. You Marauder Horsemen can go there. I mean, saving the Demon's Tongue is definitely a decent play. We'll do damage reflection there. Keep chasing with you. You guys go full court press right there on these guys, and let's get our Nurgle Sorcerer up as well. All right, boys. The Plague Father smiles on us this first game. That thing has about 300 HP. We're going to buckle these guys. The Fireborn are, of course, very decent against our units here, but we might be able to just volume fire them down. Okay, so we fold that plank. He's got 2 trains at like 1%, give or take. Let's get some Forsaken coming up. Just speedy boys. And Astrogoth, do we need to teach him another lesson? Maybe we do. Let's get the big boys right there. Horsemen can go start throwing here. Our Sorcerer, you know, I'm trying to think. Maybe we just rancid these guys down and clear the space. Might not be a bad idea. Does he have any guns in the bushes? That's the one thing I got to watch out for. Granted, I don't think I could really lose this game at this point. You know, we're feeling pretty good here. Okay, we're going to do Father of Blades. Get the buff to help my SEs out. We do take down the train, and now it's time to give Astrogoth the business. Okay, right there, those guys get taken down. The Death Shriekers in some trouble, and yeah, we'll just save up for the Plague Ogres. I'm pretty sure we can kill Astrogoth again. The Chaos Sword of Nurgle, he's a Terminator of a fighter. He's very, very strong. All right, so we're going to throw, and on the backside, let's just get the bodies and let them hit the floor, you know? That's the game plan. Just really stock up on it. All right, so Astrogoth is getting it. Angels of Decay, we're going to be throwing here. Our Sorcerer needs to come over here in case we need heals. And we can push him all the way back into the shadow right there. All right, so that is going to be the game plan. All right, guys, I think we're in good shape. We got the Forsaken coming. Life is good. Game 1 going to the Plague Father. Nurgle's blessings are upon us this day. All hail he who gives us the sickness. And yeah. It was a fun game there. It's funny, his name is like Magnus or something, or Manus, and the game censors censors the second part of his name. Yeah, poor guy. All right. 1 sec here. Cool, guys. So let me see if there's anything we need to do in the tournament, and I'll take a look at the business here in a second. You missed the start of the match? Yeah, we killed Astrogoth really quick, like really, really quick. So that was pretty brutal. The Nurgle Chaos Lord got 2,300 value. We see the Exalted Hero getting about 1,900. You know, we had good answers for his build, right? Like the trains and the rockets, we still had the tools to deal with it. All right, GG dog. Okay. That's game 1. And let me go ahead here, check the rounds, and see how we're looking. So this is the build from my Nurgle guide, by the way, that I have up, if you guys want to check it out. Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarves. I do have a build for every matchup for Nurgle. Some of them are a little outdated, but for the most part, they're pretty good builds. All right, so Nurgle, and then we have Ignum was on Chaos Dwarves. All right, awesome. Just like the lore, too. You know, Nurgle basically defeats the Chaos Dwarves with Tamarkon's Horde, and then the Chaos Dwarves actually end up joining him afterwards. So it's a little bit of lore-friendly action there. We're down with the sickness. That's right, man. So that was the first round game. We were one of the first to finish. Don't do it. He's jokingly saying, he's like, I'm going to drop from the tournament just to ruin your tiebreaker. I'm like, don't do it. All right. Right on. Yeah, the Chaos Lord's solid. I mean, he's a meaty fighter. A lot of HP, really good combat stats, poison. And yeah, he's just good. Like, I like the mount option he gets. The Rot Beast mount is very strong. Like, if you put him on the not the chariot, but the horse, he's quite a bit weaker, right? He's got 60, 60, 490, whereas the Rot Beast, he's got 63, 62, and 540 weapon strength with a massive armor piercing buff. So it's kind of just dumb to take him on anything other than the Rot Beast. It's only 200 more. Doctor, I'll take a look. Yeah, I'll take a look at the website. You're saying you already have Swiss points? Oh, yeah, okay. It's not a problem. I'll fix it right now. Do you want to play a game? Walnuts, since you got the buy round, we could play one for fun. And, you know, sometimes there's always going to be people who take like 50 years. So we can start getting in a lobby if you want to and test the waters. And if the round just happens to finish, you know, figure it out from there. Dwarfs are pretty decent against Nurgle, actually. They have options. It's just, I don't think you open with the trains. I think if you open with the trains, you kind of get triple capped really quickly. You need to, yeah, I got a lobby up if you want to play Walnuts. I'm here because I know you got the buy round, so. Okay. There we are. Grease him up, dude. We're going to grease it. If any fellow noob in here wants to jump in the 2v2 tournament, yeah, in the Discord, if you go to the Warhammer section, you should be able to find a partner. You make an announcement, just say, hey, I'm new, looking for the homies. You know, hopefully you'll be able to find someone. I can even ping for you. Okay, we got Walnuts in here. So this will be good. We'll play Crystal Lake, and we're going to do, I think I have a build for this. All right, Nurgle versus Beastmen. Let's see how the round is looking. There's always the people taking a long time, so. What's the more Chadley build? This build's more Chadley. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. All right, and then that's fixed. Let's see how the round is looking. Some people are still finishing, still a lot going on here, so. All righty. The Bubonic Swarm. How would you rank the Marked Forsaken? They're pretty good. Oh, you're saying in general. Ooh, I really like the Nurgle ones. The fact they have poison and are a little bit tankier kind of helps compensate for one of their weaknesses. Probably the Khorne one is the worst. The Tzeentch and Nurgle ones might be some of the better ones. The Slaanesh ones are also quite decent. I'd have to look at what they have. But the Khorne one is probably the worst because it gets like double frenzy and it has super low MD. So that's pretty rough for them. Oh, Beastmen are fun. They're hard to play, but they're fun. Yeah, great faction. Great little faction they are. This is a pretty cool build, I think. Round's coming. About half the players are finished. Hopefully we're gonna have time to finish this. He's gonna need to ready up quick. There he goes. Okay. This is just a for funsies round. This isn't one of our tournament matches, but homie got a buy round, so I'm like, let's throw it down and have some fun. The Sorcerer Lord can take the he does have regeneration because you can take the helm, the frickin' helm. I forget what it's called, but it gives him passive regeneration. Yeah, the Chaos Lord doesn't have the item, but the Sorcerer Lord does. The helm, not the Helm of Many Eyes, but the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. That's it. So this game we're playing Beastmen. This is just a for fun game. It's not counting towards our tournament. Okay. And this is one of our builds from our guide against Beastmen. But it's a more fun one because we bring Tammy on foot. See how that goes. And then we do have the, so 2 and then 3 and 4. Okay. Go, like, have fun. Nice, fast deployment from the homie. Holy shit, is that a spawn rush? Okay, he's just memeing around. It might actually work, though, because it's so provocative and wild, you know? Tamarkon will at least be very good against this build. All right, so he's got gore herds. We see mobility coming up in droves. We definitely need to save up for the Rot Knights, most likely. I don't know why I have so many great weapons in this build, by the way. I think I picked a build for the wrong faction. Yeah, I don't think this is like a correct Beastmen build from the looks of things, but I don't know, we'll see. So Spawn are a menace, for sure. We're going to start ripping some shots point blank. He's not bringing a lot of skirmish. So now we're going to get there, start throwing, bring you over as well. And Tamarkon hopefully can take down one of those bulls on parade. We'll have to see. Gorbul's coming. Al Gorbul. We're going to get him with some throwing weapons. And that is what the doctor ordered. There we go there. That's what we want. Okay. We're going to throw at you and just keep poking him. Yeah, we can do a rancid on that bad boy as well. All right. I don't know how much I like this fight out of the gates. It seems a little sketchy. So we're going to drop a heal or a damage spell right there. Get you to come out here and fight these guys. Okay, let's go there. Put you in 5. Cool. And let's just continue blasting him with the Noxbringer while we wait for probably some reinforcements. He's got a very scary army here, actually. Very scary. Like, I don't have a lot of true anti-large. In Nurgle in general, it's one of their kind of issues. So I might just get the business here. Like, looking at these spawn, I'm like, I don't know how I beat those guys. I guess I just got to use a lot of throwing axes and, you know, get ready for clobbering time. All right, let's get you out there, do a little bit of this, and we're going to get you to continue shooting at the archers here. Tamarkon is going to pop Nurgle's favorite son, battle Gorbul, and, yeah, we're going to see what happens. All right, so back you go. Let's get you in there to help out. In terms of Vanguard, do we just save up for the Rot Knights? I think we do. I think we do. All right, so Tamarkon is going to defeat the Gorbul, most likely. We see some spawn pushing through in the secondary lines, and we could just kind of keep dragging him through the mud. Keep shooting here. The Nurgle infantry are a little bit precarious, that is for sure. We're going to get Tamarkon back, and we're just going to kind of keep going after these guys, man. Seeing what happens, you know. We do have the ninja on the outside point, which is going to be quite nice. Tamarkon is giga-chatting it in the mainline fight. We are up in value, which is nice, but very cool build for my opponent. I dig it. It's pretty awesome. Thankfully, we have the Chaos Warriors here. Those are fake ones. Gorbul is still here. Somebody's getting hit pretty good, so we need to drag these guys down. The Rot Knight RORs are about ready. All right, great. So now they're here. And those guys should be pretty mean, so we're going to slow you guys down. Keep the Noxbringer shooting here. Tammy is doing it, and we don't have enough for a heal, which feels bad. A couple Centaurs coming around the side. We're going to need to intercept them, most likely, to keep our throwing weapons online. And Tamarkon is going to need to keep fleeing the scene, probably. Yeah, just getting back just a little bit. So the Rot Knights will clean up those guys. We are ninjaing that point, and the Rotties will get a freebie right there. So Tamarkon does manage to get back. You have to remember my opponent is playing a Chaos Spawn build. Not Chaos Spawn, Morgar build. So the Morgar build is going to be summoning a bunch of fake Chaos Spawn, basically. So we'll fight here. Get Tamarkon to fight here as well. Get all our SEs there. Because Noxbringer doesn't really matter too much for us here. So we'll unsummon you. You guys keep fighting the good fight there. We are up in value. I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, being able to break them quick enough. These are spawn summons, so he's going to be, you know, petering out here relatively soon. All right, so let's get some Forsaken. Probably my best bet against spawn, honestly. These are Minotaurs with great weapons, so we need to fight them with these guys. Yeah, get all you guys in. I do have Rancids. I think I'm just going to need to keep the Rot Knights healthy. So we're going to go here, get them with this. Hopefully be able to win that fight with those guys. We'll see. Get the Forsaken in there to bunker bust these guys. And just kind of sit and keep throwing axes at the Minotaurs. Yeah, tricky though that we're having to eat all those shots. This build, I'm glad we're playing this, because if I do run into Beastmen later, I'm seeing some weaknesses in the build, that is for sure. But the Rotties are doing good. We've almost got the Minotaurs with great weapons down. This position is folding, and we can call in some Nurglings to start ninjaing the point here, because we're going to need to play the objective game. And the Rot Knights, unfortunately, don't have any more milk to get. Yeah, they are winning, though. We've almost got the Minotaurs with great weapons down. Fecundity would probably be better back here. And how are the Rotties doing? They're still going, but they do have Gorbul in there. The Minotaurs did get broken. I think, is there any chances to grab objectives here? I don't think so. We have a scary little Death Star, that's for sure. And we're going to call in some Pesties on the outside to get in there and help. You guys go right here. Rot Knights do end up getting broken. And how are we looking getting through this blob here? Yeah, the spawn are very, very sticky. Hard to get through. Oh, and we're not oh no, this isn't a. This is just a in-between games match. All right, so we're gonna move you guys in. The Rot Knights do get broken, and then are still kind of healthy, which is unfortunate. Hounds are coming in. We are up in value, but not by enough. That's for sure. We're gonna get these horsemen to keep cruising for a bruising. Get you guys over there, down this way, and we just keep pushing basically. I don't know. This is like taking a lot though. Ooh, that's very clutch. That's very big. The fact that those guys came back is pretty massive. All right, so now we can turn around and fight and get you guys to go here. Yeah, cool. Let's get the Rot Knights back that way to get that objective. Tamarkan and company should be able to win this one eventually. It's going to take like 50 years, but what do I have back here that can do its thing? Let's get some Pestigors to come up. Start playing these objectives here. The Rot Knights have returned. Somehow the Palpatine Knights are here. We've gotten this objective, and Tammy and company, how are they doing? I think Black Cleaver should be off cooldown now, so that's going to be very nice there. And trying to kill Morker is going to be a very, very tall order, but we will break through those lines eventually. And yeah, that should be pretty nice. All right, so the Roddies can turn around. Let's get you guys going right here. Although surrounding Gorbel and trying to punish him is certainly not a bad idea. Let's get you guys back that way. Get you guys back that way. Get you guys coming across here. And it's only a matter of time before Tamarkan breaks through the dreaded Chaos Spawn wall. Only a matter of time. All right, let's get another Pesty coming up. Just do a full court press now. And that's going to be the play. We have a lot of infantry here. And I mean, not a lot of it's anti-large, but honestly should be pretty good. So the spawn and the spawn are pretty much all dead now. So we need to move you guys up. Let's degroup all these homies and move them up this way. Great. And how are the Roddies doing? Are they performing? Yeah, we do manage to get that objective. So we are getting our ground back. The Rot Knights coming back was one of the more clutch moments for us. We could do some slows, but Tamarkan and company are going to be needed here. So Bray Shaman of the Wild. We also have this big terror-causing monster, which is going to be able to L boink. We can shoot right there. And as far as reinforcements goes, let's get some Marauders coming up. Get you guys all moving towards the objectives, moving and a grooving. Rot Knights fighting the Sons of Goros, pretty cost-effective actually. And how's Tammy doing? Tammy, I think, got caught up on something back here. Yeah, he's just like battling the dreaded spawn. All right, so our Sorcerer's in the fight, so we're going to go ahead and do this and take down Gorbel. And then we're going to do a Fecundity once that goes off. So that goes. Gorbel should be dead now. You guys get up on the point. You guys get up on the point right here, and we just grab all the objectives, basically. Should be able to get our clutches on it. Very, very grindy game. Is the round done, by the way? Let me know. Yeah, let me know. All right, so Nurgle's pestilent glory is upon us. We should probably unsummon our Haggard Horsemen. Leave you guys right there. Middle is going to us. And yeah, Nurgle's, you know, they're inevitable, man. He's going to get you eventually. You know, one of these days, if not today, tomorrow, Nurgle is going to find his way. And it does look like we are taking over this game, I think. Because we're going to triple cap him right here. We're going to get you to reinforce. Do we have Nurglings in the Vanguard? We do not. Still one match? Really? There's still a match going? I'm so glad we played this then. Man, we would have been sitting there for like 15 minutes just talking. Nice Traderkin. Probably going to drag down my Greater Demon. Yeah, he's a little bit isolated here by the Sons of Goros. Let's get the Forsaken on top of those guys. Get you in there too. And let's go see if we can bash his caster. Do we have any healing? We don't have any healing available right now. But the Forsaken are coming in. You're coming in. Let's see if we can keep piling you away. Tamarkan going to pop the Black Cleaver. And we do manage to get a triple cap on our opponent. All right, let's get the Marauders in there. Tammy just barely hanging in there. Man, if I can get these two characters away, that's going to be freaking huge if we can survive with those guys. All right, so they're coming. Tamarkan is very low, but we do have a Nurgle Sorcerer still. Sure, why not? I don't know why I brought Great Opens. I think it's because somebody Bestigor rushed me once with Nurgle and caught me off guard, so that was probably why. Let's go ahead and slow you down. Okay, Tamarkan needs to live. He needs to hang in there. All right, so we're going to get you there. We're going to get you fighting right here. And do we have any heals on the horizon? I'm not sure. Okay, so we do lose the Greater Demon. Definitely some suboptimal value trading, but it's not the end of the world. Tammy is still alive and well. We have a lot of infantry that are going to be tough to deal with. And let's go ahead and get some more of you guys coming in. Let's get you Marauders to screen these guys out. Tamarkan to come down there. And just hope our Grey Opens can value trade on that point. We're going to have to see. 800 HP. How much more do we need for a fleshy? A little bit more. Okay, the Chariot's coming, so we're going to get a big old fleshy on you. And then we're going to turn around and try and boink you in the head. You guys do this. You guys do this. You guys fight there. You guys reinforce there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to lose this point. But overall, I think we just reallocate our strength to the middle objectives and start kind of playing over there. And we should be okay. We can get our Horseman Corps back and everything. Because we still have a fair amount of fighting infantry. I think we're... Yeah, so we do win on just the 2 objectives. This could go a long time. This game is actually going to be really grindy. What do we got over here? Okay, so you guys are fighting. Looking good. All the matches are over. Scores reported. All right, great. So I'm going to do some dreaded tournament admin stuff in the meantime. So I'm going to minimize during the game and advance to the next round. And then I can start doing picks and bans with my opponent in the meantime. Very forbidden stuff. So this is probably a mistake sending these homies over here, but I'm pretty sure I got this game. Okay, so let me advance to the next round. The dreaded double tasking. All right, advance to Swiss. There we go. Let me announce to the players that round 2 is live. This is the pro admin play that you only see here. Goblins, round 2. Okay, so round 2 is announced. Great, so players can start getting in their games now. Pro business. Is this a team game? It is not. No. It is not a team game. So we're going to get you guys up. He's got Spawn coming in. We have Tamarcon healing, and we're just getting there, man, slowly but surely. You guys moving to the front. Tammy's going to go here. Attack these guys a little bit. Tamarcon can keep juking. And we can also get some more Chaos Warriors rolling up towards his back objective here. Just kind of keeping the pressure on there. We'll do a full court press with Nurgle here soon. Tamarcon can go help against those Chaos Spawn. All right, we do see Raiders coming in. We can push them a little bit. We will win on just this objective set, which is nice. Rot Knights AFK, yeah, they're just like in the Shadow Realm. They're like, well, that was a fun run. Probably best to just unsummon them, to be honest. All right, yeah, so the Raiders are poking. We're going to get you going that way. Chaos Warriors and company and Tamarcon putting up a good fight there. Form up, form up. Probably saving up for mass horsemen in droves now would just be the smart play. All right. Cool. So they're going to come here. Tamarcon's going to keep elboinking down on these Chaos Spawn. You guys keep screening, and our goats are chasing his goats, which is fine. And more than happy to play that game. All right, so what is he going to be coming in with? Not actually a lot, believe it or not. He does have that chariot character. Let's get you guys going here. Pull you guys around. Tamarcon really helping against the big boys. Petition to give me a morale bonus. Yeah, because I'm casting. That's pretty funny. All right, so Forsaken, go right there. You guys go right here. Let's just... Oh, my God, look, we're playing WoW Arena. We're playing WoW Arena. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just slow you guys down. Should be fine. Should be fine. And then you guys can be in control group 2. And let me see if my round 2 opponent is messaging me yet. No messages yet from my round 2 opponent. I did announce the next round, so... All right. Let's see if we can get him with the throwing axes. Oh, this game's going to take so long is my only concern. I don't... It's like so super fun. I mean, I feel like we should finish this. The games always take like a million years anyways. All right, so my opponent ninjas the outside point, but we're probably going to be able to just get this one with these guys. You know, keep the throwing weapons cackling here. Let's get another one there. Put him in control group 2. Tamarcon and company looking good. And in terms of rotating down there, we do get his Ungo Raiders. Ungo Raiders chased into the bushes, which is pretty funny. But yeah, they'll be able to get that point. We do see Tamarcon fighting Morker. I don't know how that fight actually will go. Morker probably wins at this point, considering how beat up I am. All right. So you guys go here. Yeah, we got the Hordes of Hell. You guys come back this way. And we just kind of keep using our throwing axes to poke his mobility. And we can start doing the full court press. Saving up for some big boys, maybe. This caster's coming back. Let's see if we can boink him on the head. And this objective is going to go to us. Only the matter of time. Okay. It's a good match. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, we're all good. So Tamarcon's going to steel chair his wizard here. We do get the steel chair, which is nice. He wins on just one now, so I need to get all 3 objectives basically. All right, so we're going to get you coming over there. We're going to get the Chaos Warriors to start rolling up here, which is durable, hard to kill infantry. Really is the strength of the humble Chaos Warrior, and Tamarcon doing a great job. Able to hammer those guys down, and we're going to get you guys rotating over this way with one Marauder chasing the Unga Bunga Raiders, and just keep throwing there. Okay, so we got Martinius. Yo, can you send maps? I'm working out my picks and bans. Oh shit, he got me while I minimized there. Devolve, he really wants the Tamarcon kill, man. He really wants it. All right, so we're going to need to leave Probably some infantry over there to make sure we don't get ninja'd, and then we can get some big boys coming in there. Okay, how are we looking? I mean, he's definitely getting pushed back, guys. He's definitely getting pushed back. Now he can win on one. I'm feeling like we're in a very commanding position right now. So Tamarkon's going to give the business to this Chariot Lord. Yep, there he goes. So should be a shatter right there. Tammy didn't hear no bell. All right, do we have enough for any heals? We don't, sadly. Okay, Tamarkon does kill the enemy Lord. We have Raiders chasing here. You Nurglings, that's the one point we're a little bit vulnerable is over here, but we do have 2 meaty heavy infantry coming in. Yeah, which is going to be very tough for him to deal with. I could save up for Roddies, because we still have a bit of time, but I guess not as much as I would like. Yeah, we're going to need to get you guys in. All right, so Nurglings are fighting the good fight over there. We need to reinforce our back point because it's kind of weak. So he's probably going to go for that. Okay, so you guys coming in. Running a tournament and playing, yes, that's right. That's how we roll, man. Tamarkon's coming. We're going to pop the Black Cleaver. Fight these guys a little bit. And we need to move everyone up. All hands on deck. Tamarkon, though, I don't know if I can afford to lose him. It's going to be hard if I do. He is getting throwing axed. My opponent is running away. I love that. That's so funny. Fleeing the scene with his lord. Tamarkon does fall. My Nurgle army, though, I'm hoping the leadership will hold. So we got the Great Weapons coming in. We got the Goats coming in. You guys are going to do this. Marauders have caught his archers there. And now we just need to wear him off the point. I mean, easier said than done, that's for damn sure. I don't think we can afford to wait for anything, so we just got to get Forsaken. Just speedy boys coming in. All right, so we're folding through his infantry. These are fake spawn. Morker's getting tired. All right, let me see. So he's Slaanesh. He'll ban Eastern Isle Colony. We will play Rise. Okay. I'm doing my picks and bans for the next round while we finish this game. It's too epic to just give up on, you know? Very, very good match. All right, so we're going to get you guys to pile in. We got Forsaken bum rushing as well. At this point, yeah, let's get the Chaos Warriors moving in. Get you guys parking right here. Let's get that going. My opponent trying to ninja the other side. We probably need to call in something to make sure he doesn't try and back ninja me. A little bit risky, but I think it's worth. We have a lot of capture weight on this point, guys. We have a hell of a lot. So I think we just got to stay the course with our horsemen and hope our infantry can hold, and it looks like we win the game. Yeah, I think that's it. Because now we have them triple capped. We just need to hold a little bit longer. With Forsaken coming in, I should rotate you guys down this way too, just to be extra safe. But we get a lot of Nurgle infantry in here, which this is like Nurgle's natural habitat right there, guys. All right, so we got the triple cap. Let's get some Nurglings coming in, and looks like we are able to secure it. That's good. This is like a nice practice game here, you know? This wasn't one of the tournament matches, but still a really competitive game against a great player here. So, yeah, we win. That's it. GG. He's so thick and sickly. That's right. Tamarkon was good this game. He was very useful against the bigger targets, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we got it. All right. Still got it, baby. Still got it. Sorry, I would look at stuff, but I got to get into the next round here. So, well played to you, Walnuts. T3. Let's do this. And my opponent. Let's go. Let the Nurglings feast. That's right. So now we have a relatively hard counter against Nurgle. We're playing against Slaanesh. But this is like a very map-dependent one, right? It really depends on the map. Okay, so where are we at? Let's get this all squared away here. Let's get James Hetfield up. And now we're going to do Nurgle versus Slaanesh. How do I play this one? It's got to be like this. Yep, it's got to be like this. This is it. This is the only way to play this. And we're going to be on Crystal Lake. Norscan Rise. Rise, Norska, rise. Yeah, it was a good comeback. It was. I mean, we were ahead, I would say, value-wise. He was just stuffing us, so it looked bad. But we were trading pretty well value-wise. Until I started spacing out and focusing on the tournament stuff, and I blundered my big D. Like, I never should have lost the Noxbringer. That thing should have been safe the whole game. That made it a lot closer when I blundered that shit. All right. That looks fine. Yes. Oh, I remember the forbidden sauce in this matchup. There was, like, some evil tech I used. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Do Rot Knights actually do anything against Slaanesh? No, not really. Yeah, I think this is fine. Cut you. We're going to do this. And then we can go ahead and mix in what else? Yeah, looks fine. Got 100 Gs left. What else can we afford? This is a really hard matchup. This is a really hard one. But Martinius plays a bit of a different style than like mobility Slaanesh players, so maybe that'll come in and help me out. We'll see. I'm thinking that this evil sauce I have is going to be quite useful here. Yes, and then we got one of those, so let's get one more of these bad boys. And then we got, what, 500 Gs left? All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, man. Let's see what's cooking. Let's see if we can sneak out a win here. Let's see if we can sneak out a win. I'm ready. Look at that. Naive and readied up before my opponent. Oh, still got it. So 1-0 with Nurgle, 2-0 in Spirit. This round, we are playing Martinius, and Claw looks like he gets the buy round. Poor guy. Somebody's got to get the buy round. Ponty. So I'm going to give him his buy round point right now, and should be good. Nurgle is not sneaky, that's correct. Although Nurglings are kind of like little bandits, you know? Though they are sneaky little gremlins. Sometimes a Nurgling can pop out of the bushes and get you, you know, and grab the objectives and stuff, so there is that. Slaanesh has some bad matchups, but not too many, really. I'm trying to think, actually. Off the top of my head, Slaanesh has... Yeah, Vampire Counts can be a little tricky. They tend to do well against Slaanesh. Apparently Chaos Dwarves are good, but I just don't know how yet. I haven't learned the matchup. But yeah. GLHF. Evil Slaanesh versus good guy Nurgle. Yeah, it's funny because in the old, if we were to go back in time and play land battle again, you know, Nurgle would be very favored against Slaanesh because they just sit in a box. But in a game mode that actually makes you move around, you know, not quite as good. All right, let's get it. We are getting our Nurgle on. Yeah, we won our first game. So we got Big Pimpin' Kugath. We have the Soul Grinder to try and play the skirmish game. Then Plague Bearers in the front, which are quite good infantry against Slaanesh. And a couple of Nurglings just to creep. I mean, I'll probably move the Nurgling through the trees here. Yeah, so Kugath is amazing here. We just have to hope we can get him in bad fights. And you know, at least we need to make sure we don't get triple capped. Like, we have to hold on to one. And then we can kind of figure out our game plan from there. Yeah, Tammy on a Lizard would be okay, but he would get bullied by the Greater Demons, like Inkari or the Exalted Keeper of Secrets would just beat the hell out of him, so wouldn't be ideal. All right. So, Plague Bearers, big scary demons in toilet seats, and that's it. Yeah, Martinius tends to play a different style. He always uses this foot Herald of Slaanesh, I've noticed. Let's go see. We're not going to get that point. We just need to be conservative and smart about this, where we just hold on to our 1 point, and that's like what we're doing, you know? It is going to be Herald of Slaanesh. So we're going to go get our Skirmisher boy, and we're going to take fire at will off Kugath. And we can start ripping some shots here. He's going to see it coming, you know, 100%. Kugath needs to toilet sleep roll over there. And the Noxbringer, if we could just like hit them, it's a win. Although he just like literally shot on both sides of the unit. He's like, gosh darn, don't know why I hit him. Didn't hit him, Bobbit. All right, so we are trying to shoot these guys. We're going to secure this point. We do see Forsaken heading over there. And that point's going to go to us. Now let's rip a shot. And that is going to be a Pavane caster, is it? No, it's Acquiescence. Okay, homie's going to pop out of the trees right now. Okay, that's interesting. So we should be able to minimize casualties here. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Maybe we're going to lose a couple of horsemen. The unit might break, but he's also taking a lot of damage on his Seekers. I don't know if that was worth it at all for him. All right, so you guys move up. We're bombarding his Skirmishers, and Kugath is going to keep rolling and using his toilet seat bombs. Looking great. We got Spawn coming up as well. And my opponent, if he gets point blank with me here, it's going to do a lot of damage, but I should be able to direct hit like his guys pretty hard. Is he going to shoot? Okay, he's just going to take 5 years and not shoot. Great. So on this point, we can now start gathering, and what we want to do is play for... so we're going to leave you and you, put you in control group 8. You're going to be the guardians of this objective, and you guys can start fanning out that way, which is going to be nice. Kugath is going to throw his toilet seat bombardments, and we're just going to prepare a slow push on this other point. So the idea is we need to just do it before we get to the point where I lose on just the one. So let's maneuver you. Kugath is going to keep doing his thing here. We can send one spawn unit over there to hold that point in control group 8, I believe is what I had. And the skirmish game is going pretty good so far. Like, we're draining ammo and, you know, things are looking good. We'll get you there. Get spawn going right here. And honestly, Plague Bearers will not trade terribly into Fiends. It's a decent enough trade, believe it or not. All right, so you guys are coming. We do see Kugath is rolling. Yeah, we're going to get you across. Do this. Get Kugath moving after these guys. So homie's trying to envelop me here a little bit. He might be able to. We'll see. We get hit by something evil. So let's move all you guys in. You guys stay on the point here. And now I think we're just going to need something fast and furious to come out and help. And we do get a big blob fight with Kugath involved. So that's very, very good for us, guys. It's very, very good. All right, so this pit fight, these type of fights, huge win for us. It's very nice. Fury Summon is activated. Where do we go? Do we want to rear charge these guys? I think so. So we're going to do a little bit of that. We've managed to keep our horsemen alive this entire time. You keep fighting here. And that's a huge win for us. We're going to get the Seekers. And is that Fury a summon? It is. Yeah, it is a little Fury summon right there. All right, so the Noxbringer lives. We're going to continue shooting into skirmishers here. And what can we call in? I feel like the Chaos Spawn are actually doing very, very well. We get a direct hit on his horseman. That's going to drain some ammo. Those damn monsters, man. Those beasties are scary. Let's get some Furies coming in. I think they're going to help. We managed to hold that position. We're looking pretty safe on the objective. So now we just kind of consolidate our forces and push forward. Do what we can. Ammo's being drained, but unfortunately, you know, we can't really keep up with all these guys. All right, so we're going to do this, and I do have some evil magic, so we're going to go ahead and try and pound that Herald of Slaanesh down a little bit. Keep them honest. These Plague Bears can keep moving towards the point. We're not in a huge rush, and that Rancid is going to be quite good. Okay, so the points are still close-ish. You know, we're getting there. We're draining ammo. We need to keep our party together, keep the party bus going. The Kugath party bus, as we call it. You guys go here. You guys throw right there. And you guys can continue waddling towards the point. The inevitable doom must come for him. Let's get another spawn. Spawn are actually very good in this matchup, I believe. Okay, so let's just put Fire at Will on, so he just throws his toilet seat whenever he can. Got to keep the Furies overhead. Plague Bears are coming, and we're going to see where he decides to rotate. Could send the spawn over to the side point to make it so he can't ninja it very easily with all his fiends and whatnot. Probably would be a decent call. Yeah, we got to keep moving. Got to keep it moving. So we're going to go here, and what he's going to do is he's just going to rotate everybody to this side. So we're going to need to be ready to deal with that. This is the hard part about the matchup. You can like do okay in fights, but you tend to get swarmed a little bit, and Kugath is going to need to at least get his clutches on this objective. We'll see if we can. All right, so he's going to run. We can call in some frickin' Poison Warhounds, just fast, speedy boys. Let's get some Furies over there. And we can let the Noxbringer get in and actually help against these units. Yeah, it's going to need to fight in melee. He's almost out of ammo anyways, so yeah, there is that. All right, Furies, come this way. Kugath is going to continue Benny Hilling between the two objectives. Since we are going to get this one, yeah, we should be able to get it here in a second. Okay, Kugath is rolling. My opponent is folding up some of the non-Plague Bearer units. You guys are back. Let's get you guys right there. Get the spawn stacking in. The value trading is kind of close, actually, which is cool. So that's good for us. All right, so Kugath is going to roll here. He's going to roll dirty. And Fury's landing amongst those units. All right, no problem. Let's get the Hound units moving in to fight these guys. And you dive on the Seekers as well. All right, so how's it looking in the main fight? We got to keep Kugath over here. The Toilet Seat Master, he must feast. So let's get you here. And we're going to go ahead and get what coming up here? Yeah, this guy needs to run. We're going to get you coming over here to deal with these Seekers. Slow them down a little bit. And now we have no objectives. It's very sketchy. We have Nurglings, and we're going to creep them through the trees and see if we can maybe get a cheeky ninja on the other side. We're going to need it. You know, we're going to need it. All right, so the spawn are going to rotate. We're like, it's so hard to deal with the mobility. Let's get the spawn fighting there, spawn fighting here, and we can go ahead and get some pesties coming up. Oh, shit, I clicked the wrong spot. All right, so they're going to go try and ninja that one while Kugath and company have this. And do we rotate now ourselves? Yeah, I think we do. Let the Plague Bears feast. Let the spawn fight it out to the bitter end. Kugath is going to just throw Toilet Seat Bombardments at this guy, and he can actually do a Fleshy Abundance on this. Let's get you guys going right there. Horsemen coming across. The question is, are we going to have enough time, right? That really is the question here. All right, so Noxbringer, what can we shoot? Let's shoot at the Healthy Horseman. That's going to be the best bet. And we can throw the Toilet Seat Bombardments down here. How many horsemen do we still have? Spawn are trading okay. I mean, I'm ahead on value, but the question, like, it's so hard to play the objectives against their mobility, you know? So freaking hard. All right, so those guys are coming. Kugath is anchoring down the points pretty well. Keep the bombards going. The enemy lord is, like, actually danger close to death, which is interesting. What sort of infantry can I get waddling up? Let's get some plague bearers coming. We're going to need to play the long game here, guys. And Kugath eating shots is actually good for us compared to some of the other targets, you know, getting it. Okay, that's fine. So let's get you guys out on the point now. Get the bleeding to stop. And those spawns still going, man. Still going pretty hard here. All right, so Kugath is going to waddle. We're going to get you guys reinforcing here. And let's get more infantry coming up. Let's get the slower marauders for now. So this bad boy moves into melee. And can we reach him with this? I don't think we can. But Kugath he's toilet seating across, guys. We have a decent hold on this side with some Furies as well. High ground's going to go to us. He's not going to have the tools to deal with that. And let's keep bombarding here. Kugath can toilet seat over. There's a chance Kugath gets surrounded by his whole army, but honestly, that's not a terrible situation. All right, so Furies can go loop up there. Kugath is going to go ahead and just keep chasing a little bit. Yeah, and we are going to get the double cap right now. Great. So now we just need to kind of hold what we have, you know? That's the thing. Let's get some Pesties coming up there to make sure. And Kugath has done his job. So the Plague Father is cackling this day, as we do see some Seekers overhead. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, do we win on just one? I think we are on the two. I think we do, but we can't afford to basically lose one. That's the sketchy part about all this. So we got Forsaken coming up. Some Seekers as well. Kugath is pulling back here. And we do have some troopers coming on in. All right. So Plague Father, do we want to throw some toilet seat bombs at these guys? I think so. These Plague Bearers are going to get it. Not much we can do about that. Furies overhead are lurking. Yeah, we do just win on the two. But that's, you know, that's hard to deal with. All right, so let's get throwing axes, put them in 3. Get you guys coming in here. And, yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. We'll see. Plague Bearers, this is their life. This is what they're all about. Just being tanky and resilient. My opponent is going hard to reinforce the top. Kugath needs to make his way back over here now and at least fight on a point. So we're going to bring him back this way. Let some of the goats fight, and I do have Rancids. But he's just going to have to Benny Hill and avoid Kugath, basically, is going to be what needs to go down here. We'll call in another Fury on the high ground to help out. They'll be pretty okay against some of these demons. Okay, so Nurglings and Marauders, you guys are going to fight it out. Kugath is coming, and we do manage to fold these guys back. So now we get Kugath right there. So I do win on just the 2 points at this stage here. All right, so let's get Furies overhead. They're going to come. You guys are going to go ahead and jump on them. And then we got some more sneaky boys coming over there. You guys park up on the point here. Let's send the Noxbringer up there. It's a decent little SD fighter. I'm hoping it's going to be able to win some of the beauty contests here. All right, so we do see some scary cav coming in. We can sacrifice our raggedy boys to go after them and put you guys, let's degroup you, and you get you guys coming in here. So we need to hold this point. It's going to be hard, but possible. Kugath is waddling. We have a lot of capture weight right here. He can just continue throwing his toilet seat bombardments. He's not going to make it up here, so I just need to play with what I have. All right, so these guys arrive, and we just need to keep weight coming in. Just units and units and units. Noxbringer's coming. We do buckle some of these units back. Yeah, Kugath is actually a decent character, because he, you know, my opponent's lord has been hiding in the bushes for the past, like, 10 minutes. It's hilarious. He's going to probably bring it over here, though. Yeah, the Nurglite infantry not doing badly. Let's get you guys coming up to fight this. Noxbringer's going to pile in and help. I do have some infantry still fighting, but it is very sketchy over here. Kugath could flee. I think we might need to start rotating him up here, believe it or not, which is really unfortunate, but I think we do. Noxbringer's trying to help. Let's get the throwing weapons going right here. What I would give for a fecundity, man, that'd be really nice. All right, so the goats are coming back, and he does have some greater demons coming in now, which is going to be very tough to deal with. Kugath is waddling, but he probably will not get there in time. Yeah, I don't know. The goats are fighting. That is the Bringers of Beguilement, so they're going to basically butcher like everything I have here. Let's get you guys in. Get the throwing weapons continue to go. Those are the Eternal Entourage. God, he has so much elite shit. It's insane. All right, so Kugath is waddling. Can he reach with a heal right now? No, he cannot. We can't afford to lose the big Noxbringer, most likely. Another unit is arriving. Some goat people. Yeah, they're going to try. So we got this point. Yeah, Kugath maybe should have moved him over here earlier. This is such a hard matchup, dude. Oh, God, it's pretty cursed, isn't it? All right, so Kugath is going to have to come and get this objective somehow. These goats are going to want to retreat, so we're going to go ahead and slow you guys down and try and get them back. And then the Plague Father is going to need to come up here, and we're going to have to scheme out some other plays elsewhere. All right, so you guys go there in the bushes. We got the spawn just AFK chilling over here. So we're going to pull you guys back. Kugath is going to roll to the high ground. Oh, man. Okay, so Bringers of Beguilement, very tough to deal with. These are the damage reflection Nurglings. They're not. So we're going to roll here, see what we can cook with. We do have our spawn, and our horsemen have returned. Yeah. And if we send a Plague Bear over there, it's just going to get killed by a Fiend, most likely. Okay, so you guys go here. Kugath is going to toilet seat shamble over this way. See if he can maybe do something on this point. It's got to be very, very hard. And Furies, where can we get the Furies? Are they useful anywhere? Okay. Close game, actually, though. I think we did a pretty decent job, all things considered. This map is relatively big. The other one would have been Glade of the Everqueen, which might have been a smarter choice. Okay, the fact that he's going after Kugath is a huge win for us. It gives us like a sliver of hope, basically. All right, so we're going to fight you guys here, pull you guys back, get the hounds coming across there as well. And you guys, we can get some of these guys hiding in the bushes here and move them up there. We got to be sneaky, but he took a fight with Kugath, which was a huge mistake. That actually gives me a shimmer of hope, believe it or not. All right, so you guys are going, and you guys can go here. He took a fight over here, which is pretty precarious, but I think we're doing okay. A lot of Forsaken waiting in the wings. And we're going to get you here and you here. And now what we can do is we can like reinforce with actual units, like Plague Bearers. Hopefully we can win one of these fights here. Kugath is disintegrating all the demons. We're going to get you guys right there. So he just lost a lot of units there, guys. A whole bunch. All right, so we are going to get the other outside point, you know, with our sneaky tactics. He's going to notice it, but is it going to be too late is the question. I think we do get it. So that's nice. So now we have our clutches on this one. Kugath is basically going to have to raid boss this one, but I think he's going to die. These demons do hit very hard. And we don't have any heals at the moment. He's a little bit low on Wind's Magic. Yep, Kugath is going to die to the Bringers. Wow, they actually brought him down. I didn't think that was going to happen. Okay, let's go Furies. Let's do this. I mean, could we charge these guys? I don't think so. We have a couple of Plague Bearers. We managed to ninja the outside objective. Kugath was kind of our last hope here. We are going to charge the Bringers of Beguilement. No, Nurgle's probably one of the worst factions in the game, but they can beat Slaanesh if it's a small enough map. If you get a big map like this, like 3 wide objectives, you kind of just lose against any decent player. But yeah, we tried. GG, well played. It was a good game. It was a good scrap. Yeah, Bringers are very Giga Chad. They are. GG, dog. Well played. Okay, let me check here. All right. Looking at the value. Let's do that and see what is going on. Yeah, Angels of Decay would have actually been a decent choice there. But they're very risky because of Rampage. If Slaanesh brings Rampage, you just kind of lose them. Kugath got kited as usual, but still managed to get 3k value, which is good. I don't know why Kugath took such a beating there. Okay, so he will report that, and we will still have a decent chance. If we win our next couple games, which I'm feeling pretty confident, we've played well tonight. Just gotta avoid Tzeentch and Demons of Chaos, and ideally Slaanesh. Slaanesh is hard too. Okay, so that's going, and we can do this. The sneaky woods were also one of the reasons we were able to stay in that game. Because we were just ratting through the trees. Like you see what I'm saying about the Nurglings being little bandits moving through the bushes? They did great. Those little bastards. They did a good job. All right, Bringers of Beguilement. Wow, a lot of value on those. How'd the Noxbringer do? Really good. I would say Noxbringer did well because it also drained a lot of his ammo. He was tired of throwing toilet seats, yeah. I don't know about Pestigors for infantry. I think Plague Bearers are pretty good, but Pesties, I mean, Forsaken of Slaanesh actually probably beat Pestigors. I'm curious about how the Spawn did. Okay, the Spawn were like a tinfoil hat experiment that I wanted to try that game, and they do hold, but man, oh man, they probably weren't worth it. What could we mix in to make that better? Like Plague Ogres? I mean, a Plague Ogre might not be bad in reserve against all those big monsters. We won our first game, lost our second one against Slaanesh. We beat Chaos Dwarves and then lost to Slaanesh here. was a good game, though. It was a good scrap. What about Rotflies? Rotflies suck in this matchup. Yeah, I don't think so. Toe Dragons are designed against infantry. It's really the Fiends and the Cav you have problems with. Rot Knights, I feel like, will get bullied pretty bad. Yeah. How do you think that one Plague Bearer in the back... yeah. Yeah, Matt, for sure. Plague Bearers, they're jovial creatures. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, here. So let's see what's going on now. Are we ready for the next round? Still a couple games left to go. So taking a look at the event tonight. Let's go look. Close this. Go there. All right, so here's all the matches. We do have Ricochet, Potato Devil, Broccoli, and Blake. Blood Penguin lurking with 1 win here. Hitman Hippo playing tonight. Daniken playing 2. Did Daniken lose a game? No, Daniken and Hitman Hippo are having a sweaty battle. We have a champion of old versus a up-and-coming champion as well. Yeah, I have beaten like top players on Slaanesh before with Nurgle in tournaments, but it's only on small maps. It has to be on a map where the objectives are like really close together, and you can force them into bad fights with Kugath. That's basically how that goes. Otherwise, I don't know how to play mobility against them because your mobility gets dominated. Like if you go Rot Knight, they get dove by armor-piercing Furies and then charged by Seekers and Hellstriders, and they just die. Chosen of Nurgle are one of my favorite units, and I will 100% bring them at some point tonight. Yeah, 100%. Quick question. Shouldn't there be a Monopoly aspiring... Monopoly aspiring? You mean a Nurgle one? Yeah, like So one of my conspiracy theories is that they're going to add Putrid Blight Kings for Nurgle someday, and they're going to be like Nurgle aspiring champions. They'll be like Nurgle's Wrathmongers, and that will... if they're any good, that'll make Nurgle an insanely difficult faction to deal with for a lot of factions. Because Aspiring Champions and Wrathmongers are just Punishers, and if Nurgle gets like a Great Weapon version, or a version of Wrathmongers that has similar durability with like Poison and AP, then we're cooking. We're cooking, you know? Oh, Mono God. Yeah, there should be Aspiring Champions for every God faction. I agree with that. I mean, here's the thing. Khorne basically has a version of them in the Wrathmongers. Tzeentch already has the Severed Claw. I think that, yeah, Nurgle and Slaanesh could use them. I think that would be cool to get like some sort of an aspiring Slaanesh champion or something. I agree with you. I think that would be very, very cool. All right. So round 2 is going down here. Should be about done. And we have one game. Daniken and Hitman Hippo just pouring pools of sweat on one another. Any lords you like taking fully decked out? Fully decked out. Okay, so not changing anything about them. Probably not in my case, but like Boris Todbringer would be a consideration. Because like, well, like you really want to cut these abilities, but like you can see Boris sometimes like this. Fully decked out. Wow. Morker. No, it's not like, because you always usually want to cut Foe Seeker. And most heroes have that. What about Greasy? The Greasy Spoon. I mean, Greasus' abilities are all... Greasus is almost a character that you would want to bring all his goodies. Aspiring Slaanesh champions are all ready to go. Shirtless, yeah, of course they are. Okay. Daniken and Hippo still battling. No problemo. There's always one homie who takes a long time. Seekers of Slaanesh are a very good unit. Very, very good. Yeah, they got nerfed and they're still top tier. They were really broken before though, man. They would just like insta-kill your SEs. There's not too many lords that you bring with everything. I mean, no caster lords ever, because you always want to fine-tune your spells to the matchup you're in and save money. Sigvald's kind of like... Valkia is a character you can definitely bring her full kit, and it's not too bad. Because Scarlet Armor is not bad. Gaze of Khorne is okay. But the ideal kit is just Sleipnir and Demon Shield. But yeah, Throg, I mean, the throw-up is not great, and he does have, I think, Foe Seeker as well. So, yeah. Yeah, Foe Seeker isn't the worst ability for like long games. It can help replenish the vigor of your big expensive SE characters. I personally cut it in most of my matches, but The Throg Puke ability takes an eternity to cast and doesn't work half the time. Yeah, it's pretty janky. There's a lot of shit like that in this game. Valkyria's armor still bugged. Oh, really? Is it? Danikin and Hitman Hippo. Let me message Danikin. I'm going to make sure they're actually done, and it could be one of those cases where somebody just didn't report the score. Nkari's very good, honestly. He could have used Nkari against me as well, but I liked his choice of the cheaper Lord, although if he messed up and got too close to Kugath, he would have maybe died to a Rancid, like 1 or 2 Rancid, so it was a little risky, his Lord choice, but I think he played well enough that he was able to work with it. Oh, dudes, I gotta say, guys, I'm so addicted to that Anno game right now, the Pax Romana. It comes out in like 2 weeks, and we're going to do multiplayer, but I've been binging that game by myself, and I don't even really like single player that much, but man, oh man, that game is very, very fun. I think we're going to need, like, the thing about the Pax Romana game is this multiplayer sessions are going to be like, it's going to be a long time to get those games finished. Like probably 5 to 6 hour streams for a multiplayer game. And that's assuming people are like actually trying to be aggressive. Did anybody here hanging out in either YouTube or Twitch ever play a Anno game in multiplayer? And what are the win conditions even? Because like when you play single player, the win conditions, I think it's just sandbox. I think you just play. And you can obviously eliminate the AI, but then you can just keep playing and building up your cities. That's 5 to 6 hours as a low ball before any expansions that add different regions. Yeah, Clarion. So in ours, we're probably going to keep the multiplayer games to 1 region. So like the Pax Romana game already has Albion. So you can go and play the Celts and like play a Celtic path if you want to. So we'll probably keep it Aladium and just play like the Roman or play the Celtic playthrough instead of expanding to other areas. They did mention that they might add the ability to increase game speed for multiplayer. That would be so nice. That'd be so nice because it's very, very... It's slow paced, which I don't mind, like sitting, shooting the shit with the homies. But, you know, it's going to be hard to get 4 people together who can commit to like 6 hours, you know? Yeah. All right, anyways, boomer rant over. Wow, they're still going. Holy shit. Must be laggy or a disconnect or something. So Sarcasm in chat says, I played a lot of 1701 multiplayer years ago. Basically, you play till someone's home island is blockaded and they have to quit because their town burns down itself. Yeah, so there could be like player set victory conditions, you know? Yeah. No, yeah, Anno multiplayer is best played co-op. PvP is usually just kind of jank and takes a long time. Yeah, I can see that. I think it would just be fun from like a not very competitive standpoint, just like, you know, blockading your friends or like trading with your homies. Like, yeah, because I'm very addicted to the game right now. It's super fun. I've been binging it ever since I put up that video of me sucking at it. That was like the first time I played it. Man, it's fun. How far you want to get into endgame. You can invade people's islands pretty quickly in Pax Romana, especially if you go Ares. So Ares is one of the gods you can worship. He increases your charcoal and armor and weapon production rates, and he eventually unlocks Murmurillo gladiator units you can use to supplement your army, which is pretty cool. Probably not historically accurate using them in a military force, but yeah, so Ares, if you go him and bum rush like mass ore production once you get to tier 2, you can really invade people very quickly. But the Emperor gets pissed. That's one thing I've noticed about Pax Romana is like the more you invade other governors, eventually he intervenes and tells you to stop or there's penalties and things like that. I have no idea how that's going to work in multiplayer. Yeah. No idea. Is Warriors of Chaos still just worse than Demons? No, they're pretty good. Walk is a good faction. They're pretty good. All right, guys. Round is done, and now we're going to the next round. I don't know if I would say Walk is better than Doc. I think they're both good in different matchups, and Walk gets Hellstriders and does have a lot of lore choices, but Warriors of Chaos are totally good. You can win tournaments with them. We're basically playing on hard mode, trying to win with Nurgle's like the most Walmart version of Chaos you can get in this game, but they do have their niche applications. All right, so let's do this. But yeah, Walk is way better than Nurgle. Way better. You can do a lot of what Nurgle does and just have like Hellstriders too. All right, guys, here we go. we go. All right, awesome. Round 3. So we got the Big H is our next opponent. T3. Okay. T game 3. And let's go ahead and get in here and get our opponent, who is going to be the Big H. All right. The Big H. Ah, it's a rogue AI. Nice guy. Yo, yo. So let's see this and see what he's going to be up to, and see what the map bans are going to be. All right. Oh my God, it's another Slaanesh player. Oh, Jesus. God, we got 2 of them, dude. 2 of them. They're multiplying. All right. So, Blazing Ramparts, Brave Valley, or Haunted Vale. Okay. Banning Bray Valley. All right. So, let's see what's going on, guys. Oh, another Slaanesh player, dude. This is just so cursed. This is what happens when you don't restrict them. They appear in numbers. They multiply. All right, so let's do this and go to Ignum here. But at least we're practiced against them, right? We just played a game. And, yeah, getting ready for the DLC, that's right. Can I just ban his faction right now? Be like, I ban your faction. All right, I need to see what map he chose, by the way. And let me know the map. Okay. And give homie his buy round points. Huh, that's weird, Evan. That sounds like some sort of an issue with your browser, maybe. Because that's pretty unheard of. The bitrate's pretty high. Okay, so waiting on the map. He's checking. So it's Blazing Ramparts or Haunted Vale. Both are fine maps for us. So whichever he chooses is fine. Okay, so how do we go about this? I need to do the big thinking now. And let's get James Hetfield, our screen blocker, up. And where is this? Nurgle versus Evil Slaanesh. I'm going to try something a little bit different this game, actually, I think. Yeah. Let's build a build from scratch. Okay. So we're going to do that one. We're going to do the Blazing Ramparts is going to be the map. All right. I wonder if he was watching my last game. I wonder if the boy was watching or not. Well, he could have been. All right. So we're going to get you and you. Outstanding. Let's cut this. Cut that. Cut that. I think that might not be terrible. Get rid of that ability. All right. So I have some ideas about the build and what to change. The Noxbringer wasn't really that useful. It did drain a lot of his skirmisher ammo, which felt pretty good. But man, oh man, we got to deal with a lot. Max out on the Beasts of Nurgle. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. I'm tinfoil hatting right now pretty hard. Beasts of Nurgle will probably get wrecked pretty bad. That would be really funny, though. Just the Beast of Nurgle opening, yeah. Okay. So we got you guys here. Yes and yes. And then we're going to need some infantry to move up. 2, and we'll get you. Throw you in reserve. It's so tempting to just... Oh, man. This is some wild shit. I feel like our build worked pretty well last time. Like, despite... Because we were on a bad map. This map's actually a lot better for us. Yeah, the Beast of Nurgle memeage would be very funny. It is a lot of healing, but they're just so janky. Okay, so we got you two. We're going to get these guys in reserve. I wonder what they're going to bring. Yeah, Plague Bearers are nice in this matchup. I think they're honestly your best infantry. Festus Double Giant? No, my opponent's playing Slaanesh, so You can only bring one giant as his faction, and Festus tends to get his butt kicked by Slaanesh pretty bad. It's not like a fun fight for him. Okay. So how do we deal with that? Probably mix in you guys. I do wish my Chosen had a place in this matchup, but sadly they just kind of don't. They do not have a good time of it. A couple of you guys. Let's do this and this. Wars. Festus would have a very terrible time. Okay. I think we're on to a little something here. These guys, yeah, pretty subpar in the leadership department. Bile Troll's probably not viable either. The Barons of the Bog, Ba with the Bog, da bang, diggy, diggy. Could be a thing. I think we'll get a couple of you homies. And then what else do we want to have in our army here? Almost ready, guys. Almost ready. So Plague Bearer Man, and I felt like the Furies were pretty useful for us. Okay, this is a complete tinfoil hat build inspired by one of our homies in chat. I'm doing this for you. Now, it might backfire, or it could work gloriously, and my opponent's going to be very sad. One of two options. Oh, man. Okay. I did this for... There's one of you in chat. If I scroll up, let me see. Yeah, Matthew S. I got you, homie. We're experimenting. There's a slim chance this could work. I'm sure this was asked, but when is the next live Project Zomboid, and what's a good channel to watch? Not sure what you mean. You mean we put up... I have some recorded Zomboid videos going up. I'm going to put them up. No cultists. And, yeah, with the Zomboid videos, I'm going to finish the next couple ones I recorded, and then we're going to do a live stream continuing the story if my character lives, which he should... Well, he'll still be alive, because, yeah. Zomboid's so fun. I've been having a blast with it. Great game. All right. So, Beasts of Nurgle. They're forbidden. Keep 4 of them together. Have the ultimate fighting force. And they heal too, so they can absorb the shots. Now, this map is good because the objectives are very close together. So the idea is that we're going to go ahead and just roll dirty. Be able to get up and get the objectives. Yeah, 4 Beasts of Nurgle. No biggie. 3, and the Nurglings can threaten this point too. We're just going to kind of deploy up here. He can do the same thing though, so we got to watch out. Yeah, pretty sure he can. All right, so let's just be safe, keep you guys back. It's a bold strategy. Well, weird shit like this might work. You know? It might work. No, don't say oh no, say oh yes. That is what we need to hear from you guys right now. It's the positive reinforcement. I'm thinking they might be kind of hard for Slaanesh to kill, actually. Like, just sit 4 of them on one objective and Kugath on the other one, and maybe you're going to be able to do it. Dude, you know that these guys listen to Korn. They even have the Jonathan Davis haircut. All right. So we're going to get you guys going, move you beasts up. My opponent will not expect this in a million years, and that's what excited me most about this build, is that I can just catch them off guard with it, you know? Inkari, okay. So Inkari is here, and they're kind of cheap too, so even if I lose one, it's, oh shit, I brought the wrong Plague Ogre. Oh, that feels so bad. All right, Kugath will keep toilet seating these guys. We're going to get our skirmishers going and throwing some axes as well. Damn it, I brought the wrong Plague Ogre. Although honestly, he has a lot of Forsaken, so it might actually be decent. All right, so the Beasts of Nurgle are waddling. Inkari, we just need to get Inkari with the big scariness there. We do see some Hellstriders coming out, everyone's favorite. And the Beasts of Nurgle are going to roll towards the middle. So we're going to roll towards the middle. Nurgling Man is going to hold here. We're going to put you 2 right here. And now we just play the side and see what happens. Now, the Beasts of Nurgle can absorb a lot of shots. So can Kugath. Wow, they really attacking me? Holy shit, give it to me, precious. All right, this thing is going to heal. We'll pull you around there. And now on the backside, we can call out the Plague Ogres with the Great Weapon soon. All right, so Plague... Yeah, these guys are absorbing the shots. We're getting a little bit of counter-skirmishing here. And now in the back, let's get the Great Weapons out. They're going to gather up with our homie. We're going to keep throwing the bombardments on you. Keep these throwing axes going here. Keep you nearby. See if they want to fight. Pull you back there. And now we're going to go ahead and get an Overcasted Rancid on you. Do this and this. And see if Inkari wants any of that smoke, which I don't think they do. All right. So I do have the Nurgling Emergence. I can summon some Nurglings in a jiffy. We can summon a little bit of that. And remember, I have healing, my opponent does not. So any of these kind of trades, we're just trying to harry and use all the ammo we possibly can. All right. And my slugs, they are healing. They are getting their fat heals on. All right, so Plague Ogres are lurking in case Inkari decides to dive. I should look at the spells. Is it Pavane? It is a Pavane build. Okay, so he's going to try and Pavane my Horseman. That would probably be the correct play. So we're going to move you guys over this way, pull you guys back in. And then we're going to go ahead and call it Angel's Decay. No, we got to wait till he's a little bit more before we do that. And let's get the Nurglings. Perfect. He's wasting ammo on Nurglings. All right. So we're using what I like to call the face-to-foot style this time around. So let's get the Plague Ogres coming here. He snuck up behind me. Got to look at the mini-map a little bit more. And let's get these guys coming in too. So this fight will be a winner for us, probably, with the Plague Ogres there, I think. Yeah, he moves in. Hellstriders get countered by these guys too. And the Beasts of Nurgle will feast as well. Okay. So very good fight for us. We're able to feast, and we have a lot of time to get the objectives. We're not like in any huge rush right now. All right, we surround a Hellstrider unit, kill it to the last, chef's kiss. The Nurgle summons disappeared, and Inkari is gonna maybe think about coming over here. We'll have to see. All right, so the Hellstrider's cooked. Let's get you guys coming over this way. Just keep bounty healing. And you guys come here. So let's go ahead and get on these guys. Retreat you guys back. And we're gonna call in one more Fury from the top. Start chasing these guys. And okay, I mean, honestly, this is fine. This is a big AoE pit fight. But I am gonna get a Seeker kill. So that's worth it, and Inkari's going to take a lot of damage. And our Beasts of Nurgle are still healing. The Blight Brigade, yes. We're winning a lot of these trades, actually. I would say it's going pretty good for us. All right, so Kugath is going to do his thing, and we're going to need some real infantry here. So we're going to put the Plague Ogres in Group 1, and we can unlock them. Yeah, they can just keep moving. See, we're using our dreaded Beasts of Nurgle to absorb the ammo, which is kind of cool. Let's unsummon you, get you out of here. Get a fresh one back in. So now my opponent's like, WTF, I have to deal with these Beasts of Nurgle. They are coming for that booty. All right, so we got the Furies lurking, and yeah, the Wall of Doom is moving forward. The Plague Ogres don't want to be taking that kind of damage. We got to get a Fecundity for Kugath soon. That's for sure. All right, so my opponent's going to go for those. We can use Furies to help. You can throw there too. And we're going to get up on the middle objective and wrestle that. And cool. All right. So now we just go here, use you guys on these Seekers, use you guys on these Seekers as well. And yeah, now we are rolling dirty on the middle. So we're going to want to reinforce there. Let's see if we can win this fight in the back. It kind of looks like we are. And we are wrestling this objective right now. So we need to save up for a big heal. My opponent is going to try and bully me off this point. I'm going to need to get some anti-infantry Plague Ogres over there. But even still, we do get a good surround there. That was quite nice. And Kugath can roll back this way now. All right. So this is good. It's still very early game. And Inkari's getting slugged on. Yeah. A little bit. Let's get the Furies right there. Furies right there. And the anti-infantry Plague Ogres, I didn't mean to bring them, which is actually pretty funny. But they end up being kind of clutch here, actually. All right. So Plague Ogres here, just eating the shots. Let's get them behind the big boys there. We might be able to just straight up take Inkari down here. These guys are going to come right here, and we're going to get you Furies. Yeah, we've ripped up a lot of the Horsemen. So these Plague Ogres need to go. Kugath is going to keep rolling here. We're going to keep all those... Look at the freaking... The plague monster guys are just, like, healing. I love it. It's so funny. Oh, man, it's so tempting. I could probably get a kill on Inkari, actually. Overcast, I don't have enough for that. We're going to go ahead and just get you with a Rancid. Pull back to the Plague Bearers here. Get some of the Furies coming in to jump on you guys. And you guys just can get unsummoned as well. All right, so the Beasts of Nurgle are chilling. These are the Bringers of Beguilement. We saw how hard they punched us in the dick before, so we got to be very privy to that. And the anti-large ogres, we can bring them in. Yeah, Forsaken are going to bully us a little bit on that point, but if we can get Inkari down here, it's pretty big. And we do have the anti-infantry ogres, so I mean, hey, that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to bring all our big guns over here and try and win this fight. Let's get you guys back, do a little bit of this. And the Beasts of Nurgle, where do we want to go? Maybe let's send 2 of them over here to deal with this. Let's get you in there. Oh, we get slapped by a Phantasmagoria. How evil is that, huh? All right, it is done. So we're going to move in there. Hopefully we don't throw this freaking game. He got a nice heal right there, which is unfortunate. So you got to do what you got to do. We're going to try and take down the Bringers with all these units and send the Beasts of Nurgle over there to try and get that point. And leave a couple right here. Are we going to win this fight? Maybe. It's a lot of dudes for the dude god over there. All right, so we're gonna need to probably get some sustainable infantry in. Let's play the long game now. The long war. The Chad Beasts of Nurgle still holding there. We're gonna go send those guys here and maneuver this way. The Beasts of Nurgle up on the point, about ready to give the business to these guys. Oh, we have the necrotic explosion. Oh, dude, let's go. Did that do anything? Oh, it didn't do shit. Oh, it's so disappointing. All right, so Plague Ogres are coming. Let's go ahead and slow the roll on these Eternal Entourage. Inkari is living in the danger zone right now. 2 Plague Bearers coming over here should be pretty good. We're gonna get you here, get you guys going right there, come back this way, and let's go get the Battletoads to fight you. Probably call a Fury in to make sure we win that fight. And just keep playing the points. Oh, Giga Chad Beast of Nurgle, dude. Versus the Virgin Slaanesh monster. All right, there we go. And we'll get 2 Plague Bearers moving over to this point. Dude, look at them. Inkari's getting slugged. Oh, dude. I love it. This is fun. All right, so Fury's coming overhead. He's pretty much out of ammo. We're going to keep you guys nearby. And Slaanesh is basically just grasping at straws to try and get the objectives now, which is pretty normal. We can unsummon this beat-ass Nurgling here so we don't run out of stuff. This is the anti-large version. Anti-infantry, we can keep it there. And it's slugging time. We're going to bring the slugs over here. And these Plague Bearers can be unsummoned. We're going to get you right there. And Kugath is just waiting in the wings. All right, how much mana do I have? I have a lot. Okay, that's going to kill Inkari. So Inkari's cooked now. All right, got a little bit too close to the big man. And you know, like, this doesn't even feel like a meme to me. The slugs actually feel unironically pretty good. So Inkari's cooked. The Rancid Visitations got a little bit too close to Nurgle, and you know that's what happens. So we're going to get on these Seekers. We're going to battle them out here. We can have a Fury on Fury fight. But I have Kugath, so I'm hoping that will make the difference. And what can we reinforce with? More Furies, probably get there quickly to help us win the fight. Oh, is that me lagging? Nope, it's not. All right. So Kugath is dead. That's pretty much game over. This game is probably pretty cooked for my opponent right now. Yeah, we see the Seekers going down here. Tart Slugula. Yeah. All right, so you guys sit back. We managed to get the point. We got the Fury fight up in the sky. Kugath is rolling, he's calculating, and now we just kind of play our 2 objectives. You know, it's funny because the homie in chat, Matthew, I believe, inspired me to this build because he triggered a memory. I remember a memory of a game where like somebody brought 1,000,000 slugs and it actually worked, and I was like, could that work here? Homie needed more Fiends. Fiends are really tough for Nurgle to deal with, so I was very happy to see that we didn't have to deal with Fiends. We're going to do this, and we're going to drop a little slow on them, and then we're going to just kind of layer on the defenses to make it very difficult here. Kugath is watching the Bringers of Beguilement. Although the slugs will... Oh, okay, I got lured down to the ground. Feels bad. All right, how's that fight going? Yeah, we're dragging down a bunch of the heretics' evil schemes. Probably unsummon the anti-large ogres and get a fresh one out there is going to be good. And you guys can charge here into the entourage. Kugath is going to keep throwing his toilet seat bombs at them. You guys go there. Let's get the Furies overhead against the Hellstriders. It's going to be the best bet. And then we do have a lot of money to spend. So let's get our Horsemen back out. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Put you in 3. My opponent trying to ninja this point. A little bit sketchy, actually. I'm going to need to get up here and get Kugath over there ASAP. Thankfully, it's close enough that I could afford to lose this game. Not this game, but this... Can't afford to lose this point for a hot minute. And Kugath will arrive. Horsemen going to be arriving. And when Kugath gets there, it probably changes the paradigm of this fight pretty hard. Yeah, Hellstriders get countered by Furies, so that's nice. He's trying to get through onto them. But yeah, Kugath arrives. His toilet never flushes. Yeah, I mean, that's where he's getting his ammo from. So, all right. So he holds. Kugath drains. Bringers of Beguilement getting it. We got 3 Battletoads over on the other side. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. It's actually really funny. It doesn't seem like he's had like a good answer for the Battletoads. All right, so let's get the Furies over. You guys can move up on the point here, so let's make sure you move up. Middle's a little bit shady at the moment, so maybe we start walking that way. Move you back here. Hunting down the mobility. And where can we go with the Furies? Yeah, we want to get his cav. I mean, Kugath is zooming. I almost didn't bring Kugath, but I'm glad I didn't let last game's defeat discourage me from using what is, I think, the best Lord choice in this matchup. All right, there we go. Perfect. Kite these guys back. We can get some Furies if we want to. Oh, did he use Narcissism on me? He did. You dirty dog. All right, that is Eternal Entourage, so probably just would be a dead Fury unit. Kugath is just going to roll. Slaanesh is so just consistent. Like, I still feel like I could lose this game, despite being reasonably well ahead on value, you know? That is going to be... So we're just going to lure him into the Shadow Realm here, see what he wants to do with that. The Beasts of Nurgle are still just chillaxing on the point. Let's get these Furies up, and the Plague Bearers are just going to have to eat it. Kugath is going to sit between the 2 points and see where my opponent wants to play. He doesn't have anything over here, so we could do a little bit of cheeky business. I think at this point it's probably not a bad idea. And it's going to force him to go defend that and give us more time on the points, right? All right, so Kugath, we don't have enough WOM to even heal him, so we're going to have to use most likely a Fecundity type situation. Looks like they're coming. This objective is a little bit flimsy. That is for sure. Kugath can roll this way. So here he comes. Furies can come overhead too. And let's get you Horsemen coming back. Get some Furies coming out. Great. And yeah, Homie's going to waddle here and try and hold this. All right, Plague Bearers move. Do we get the totally awesome Slug Squad? Yes, we do. Let's go chase some Skirmishers with Furies. And we can go after these anti-large Hellstriders too. Great. So we're going to get the outside objective. Probably seals the deal for us. So maybe we don't need to try so hard to defend that point. We could just kind of hunker down here and do our thing. I think that's the correct play. Okay, Horsemen battling with the boys, but looks like they're going to lose it. I do manage to get that point with the sneaky Nurglings. Yeah, I mean, the Slugs have been hanging in there, man. They're surprisingly doing very well. My opponent is going to get this point. So I gotta accept that reality, and then we just reinforce over here. What can I call in? Shit, that should have been on Vanguard. Oh well. All right, so Fury's doing good. We just hunker down on this point here in the middle, and now it's a situation where he has to attack Kugath because, yeah, I can win on one. So he's gonna have to come for that bread, and eventually, you know, the toad is waiting for him. Okay, Fury's battling it out here. He's done a good job scrapping the late game and pulling value back. He's definitely done good. I really, really want that Fecundity though, man. Holy shit. If I lose Kugath, it could get a little bit scary, but I think we're okay because we just we call in the Ogres to hold that outside point. Plague Ogres, I think were a better choice than the Spawn. Yeah, I think so. So let's get the Great Open Ogres. Get him coming over here, and Homie's going all in. All right, so Toads on parade. Let's get Kugath towards the back of the army. All right, and then we got the Nurglings ready to feast over there. Scary Seekers coming, so we're gonna maybe do a little bit of slowage on you guys. Try and do that. I don't think you can get through the frickin' the slugs though, guys. I think the slugs are gonna be the end of this, man. Oh, man, okay. That slow, I don't know if that was worth it. Maybe saving for a Fecundity would have been better. Yeah, hard to say. So Kugath is getting attacked by some big scaries here. So we're gonna get the Seekers in there, and hopefully Kugath will live. We only need to hold a little bit longer, and I don't think he's going to be able to kill the Nurglings quick enough, especially with the Ogres arriving. Oh, Kugath's actually dying here. Holy shit. All right, Slugs, we need you to hold, man. It's getting real dodgy up in this game. Let's get some Horsemen over here. Just make sure we can maintain capture weight, get Nurglings in there. And the Slugs, they just need to endure. They just need to endure. All right, 20 seconds left. Actually, 10 seconds, sorry. We just need to hold for another 10 seconds. That's basically it. Okay, you guys go here, you guys go here. Is there anything fast I can get here? I mean, just Furies, basically. Holy shit. Oh, that was actually a little scary at the end, but we killing Inkari early was nice. You see how, like, crazy strong Slaanesh is, though. If he had brought Fiends, it would have been a bit harder. GG, dog. Well played. All right, I'll take it, though. Okay, so need to do this and do some adminning here. Yeah, he did a good job with this Horseman. The fact that I didn't save a heal for Kugath was tough. Yeah, Kugath definitely needed to heal, but the Rancids were pretty worth it. I mean, killing Inkari was very good. Okay, Nurgle versus Slaanesh. And there we are. The Slug Tide. Yeah, fear the slugs, man. You gotta fear them. All right, so Stallion is here. So there they go. So let me find them. The Slaanesh Soul Grinder isn't very good, yeah. It's like, sure, it can hit Kugath, but he's going to beat it down pretty bad. Kugath is probably the strongest SE fighter in the game. He's such a menace. With Rancids, yeah, absolutely. This gives me flashbacks. Oh, yeah. Is that you, Boss? Boss Toss? Is that you? Are you Tyler? Oh, you have a different name on YouTube, so. Yeah. Member for 75 months. Thank you, man. For the Plague Father. Yeah. Solid games tonight. Solid games. And let us see what is up next on the docket. The Georgia Bulldogs of Warhammer. What is that? I don't know what that even means, but that's it's provocative and it's funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is you. Okay. Yeah, no, the Beast of Nurgle spam is pretty interesting. Like they can literally face tank skirmish cav all freaking day, and it worked. I mean, they didn't do damage, but they were like a force that he couldn't handle, and it's still 12 capture weight with all of those guys. So yeah, his build was fine. He just needed fiends. If he just cuts like, I don't know, Princes of Perfection and one Forsaken, and then gets like a Fiend unit, and maybe cuts one Hellstrider. The anti-large Hellstriders against Nurgle aren't that good, I don't think. So just replace those with Fiends. Yeah, it was. I think Boss Toss was playing against them, and somebody brought a bunch of Beasts of Nurgle against them. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. So his build's good. Yeah, you cut the Hellstriders, maybe keep one Hellscourge one, and cut the Princes of Perfection and the Forsaken, and get see if you can squeeze 2 Fiends in your build, and then I'm sweating bullets, because Fiends are so brutal against Nurgle. Nurgle's anti-large is very mediocre. Rot Knights are rough, and they're okay, but they're mediocre, kind of. And yeah, the Quadruple Beast, it actually worked very well. But you see why we were able to win that? It's because it was a small map. If he had picked the other map, I'd probably lose the game. He picked this map where the objectives were side by side, so I was able to have a chance. The other map was bigger, and if he had picked that, he probably wins, even with that. Yeah. All right. Out of all the Nurgle Lords, which one's the best? Oh, that's such a broad question, because it's it depends on the matchup. I mean, competitively, if we're ranking Nurgle Lords, I mean, Kugath is so niche. He's very good, but he's only good in 3 matchups. Oh, you had to relive it twice. Yeah, that's right, Boss Toss. You had to suffer twice over. The Nurgle Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle is probably their best lord. He's a great combat character. He has passive healing. He's a really good fighter. He's probably the strongest lord for Nurgle in the most matchups, I would say. Aside from that, yeah, he's good. Festus is fine. Kugath is fine. Tamarkan is all right. The other ones are all, more niche too. It's a really tough question. You got to give me the specifics. All right. So Ignam should have his points. Yes. Our tiebreakers aren't doing too hot, but I'm pretty sure this Slaanesh player, he's very good, the rogue, the guy we just played. He's going to win in the rest of his games, I think. All right, we're actually ready for the next round. Hell yeah, let's go. Would you prefer a Storm of Chaos or End Times? I don't know what Storm of Chaos would come with. Why not both? Give me all the new stuff. And this million-year-old game we play. All right, so that's good. Now we're going to advance a Swiss to the next round. Please, not another Slaanesh player. Okay. We didn't get Slaanesh. We got Ponty Claw. He's awesome. He's a great guy. He's the Lord of the Hydras. He gets the top 4 of tournaments using Hydras and wild Dark Elf builds. It's very fun. All right. Round 4. Shit. All right. He's Skaven. Okay, Skaven against Nurgle is kind of an interesting one. It's a little bit even. It's the two of the worst factions in the game going at it. This is good. All right, so we got the Blessed Skaven, and you know he's going to bring some weird shit with Skaven. It's not going to be what you would expect. All right, so this is round 4, right? So we have these maps. Okay. All right. So checking here. So me first. So banning. So we have Edge of the Darkwood, Whirling Maelstrom, or Itza. Banning Darkwood. Darkwood's good because he can set up his gun lines and defend them very easily. Maelstrom and Itza are both really hard. Hard to deal with there. All right. Tamarkon Toad against Skaven is very risky. They have a lot of good shooting and slingers. An Ogre front line, yes. So we're going to play Itza. He wants it. He wants the Itza. He was really quick to pull the trigger on that one. Man, oh man. All right. No rush. Okay, so let's get James Hetfield to block. And do I have a build against Skaven? I always feel like against Skaven, it's such a scrappy freaking fight, you know? Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you, Tyler. Or Boss Toss. Sorry, I'll get the hang of it. There's a handful of ways to play this. All right. I'm going to bring a badass build, though. You guys are going to like this. It's going to be very fun. Okay, other choices. You always want Max Furies against Skaven in reserve. Always. And then for our next Disappearing Act, we are going to have to deal with some Rat Ogres, but Rat Ogres kind of get ground down by quite a bit. Nurglings in the main army is probably good, just to get the points quickly. Yeah. Unleash the frog. I mean, the Toads are okay in this matchup. I don't know if it's what I want to do yet. I'm not sure. Terror against Skaven is also very good, but Skaven are so good at, especially flying terror-causing units, at punishing them. They're very good at that. We need a... Yeah. There should be a Nurgle hero that can ride a Toad. It's kind of funny that there isn't. I agree with you. That would be very, very cool. I think that, like, all the End Times Nurgle stuff, we're eventually going to get that. Like, that's going to come in time. All right. And then we want to do this. Wow, this is a crunk build. It's very crunk. Sorcerer-wise... Okay, hold up. I think we're doing the big thinking now, guys. Yes. All right, this is wild as shit, but I think it could be fun. Let's cut you. Bah with the bog, the Baron, diggy. Baron to the bog. All right, we'll see if we do that. I feel like a lot of Kid Rock's music, you could... like, I remember... Oh, man. Like, his shit is so freaking haggard. I mean, there are certainly some catchy songs, but... Some of it could be used in, like, torture, you know? Like, some of Kid Rock's music. All right. How are we looking here? Yeah? How do you deal with regular Dowie as Dowies are? It's really freaking hard. I could teach you the forbidden ways, but even still... Like, you could take... If you take the best Chaos Dwarf player against the best Dwarf player in the world and they play 10 games, the Dwarf might win, like, twice. Maybe, or 3 times. It's a pretty cursed one. Oh, this is so silly. This is so silly. And he's a good player, too, so this is, like, especially risky. All right, so we're going to get you. And we're going to get this. Yeah. I think that's about as good as it gets, guys. So homie's going to come in. 1 and 2. Oh. Try and play the game of hide the death streak. Yeah, even still, it doesn't feel good, you know? Barons of the Bog. I feel like they're a little bit expensive in this matchup. The regular Pox Rider guys, they can put some punch down on Skaven. You do have to put some respect on the Skaven SEs, though. You know, it's easy to forget about them, and they can bully you, you know? You gotta put some respect on the Skaven single entities. Yes, please. Rot Knights against Skaven would be really funny. That would be like if he brought in like a build with a bunch of monsters and you just kind of surprise Rot Knights, you know, it could do some lifting. He's still building too, so I don't feel too guilty about the time here. I feel like this guy would do something weird like a Storm Vermin build. You know, just like some weird ass like armor push. Okay. We will force you to listen to Kid Rock for 24 hours, yeah. Cultists in this matchup are nice too, I think. Like little frontline infantry cultists summoning plague bearers on shit. Alright. And yeah, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. I think we have answers for a lot of the scary Skaven tricks and schemes. That will cover that. The totally awesome Toad Dragon would be fun, but it's so risky against Skaven. If he plays like anywhere near a standard Skaven build, you're just going to pay the price. I am going off meta here a little bit with one unit that I would say is a big veer off meta. Let's get this. We got 200 Gs left. Homie is ready. We can give him a Chaos Steed and call it a day. All right, this build's fine. Let's see if it works. In Dawn of War 4, Noise Marines have an activated ability that plays Kid Rock. Yeah, it plays American Badass over and over on loop, and you can't escape it. I am an American Badass. Oh, man. Some funny shit. You gotta admit, though, I mean, look, a lot of Kid Rock's music sucks, but he does have a couple bangers that were very catchy. I remember back in the early 2000s hearing some of those and think, you know, when I was in my Limp Bizkit phase, and I never left it, but back then I was really in it, and thinking some of those were kind of catchy. All right, so I got a little crazy and brought Epidemius. So Epidemius against Skaven is, I don't know if he's good. We're gonna try it. Okay, so we have Marauders into the sunset. Yeah, we're gonna go double Nurgling on Vanguard to capture the high ground points. Okay, and then we have the Toads. I decided I wanted to try Toads. I feel like Skaven don't like Monsters Infantry too much, so that's gonna be nice. So we're gonna go grab the high ground points. Epidemius is gonna lead his Haggard Plague Legion forward. We're going to get one shielded boy to go up there. Hey, you guys laughed at Epidemius one too many times, all right? He can summon an Exalted Plague Bearer. I do have a caster in reserve, by the way. So, yeah, and then we want to get one of you guys to go capture that point too. This is promising? That's right. I knew you guys would like it. I knew you'd come around. All right, so let's go here. We can get this point out there. And look, we have a bigger army than him, which is a little bit uncomfortable. He probably went Storm Vermin Halberd Wall, which Toads will do okay against them. It's not the best thing in the world, but Epidemius will certainly fight against them. What the hell does he have? Hellpit Abomination, Mutant Rat Ogre, and Throt the Unclean. Okay, Monster Mash. Cool, so I did bring some anti-monster. I have the Angels of Decay, which we're going to summon very quickly here. And the Toads are on parade. We're going to be moving this way. Let's get you guys out there. Put you in 7. Just to make sure we don't lose that point. And then we need to get the middle as well. All right. So those guys do this. Great. So that point's ours. And we can summon Exalted Plague Bearers. Did I turn the game sound off? No, doesn't sound like it. Okay. Pestilent Marauders. He brought Plague Monks. Has some scary boys over there. We're going to just kind of sit you guys back a little ways. And get the Horsemen ready. He thought he was safe, but Epidemius is coming. You know, he's here. Calling out my caster wouldn't be a bad idea, but I honestly think getting Angel's Decay out and just making him sweat bullets is going to be the way. So I get a triple cap out of the gates. With Nurgle is like just such a gift, considering how slow I am. He didn't have any skirmishers or anything, so that's quite nice. All right, so we're going to get you coming up. We haven't seen what his monsters are going to do yet. Angels of Decay are going to be a big problem for him. What wizard does he have? He probably has an Eshin Sorcerer lurking somewhere. Alright, so let's get Angels of Decay. Bring them up here. Go get our horsemen to skirmish a little bit. And we just chortle on our low ground objectives, basically. Epidemius can waddle over there on his toilet seat. And we're going to go see if we can contest these guys. Alright, so he's got his SEs coming. We're going to get you guys to go after... we can go after the Skaven Lord. It's probably fine. And now we have a fight going down here, which is good. So Clan Rats will trade well here. Marauders into those guys. Pull you guys back. And we just kind of hang out. And just kind of throw shit at him. Just throw shit in his general direction. And now we're going to get our Sorcerer next. On the main line, I think we're okay. Epidemius is going to come over here and help out. So Battletoad's here. Battletoad's there. Shit, I don't know what the hell happened with my horsemen. I just blundered them because I'm a potato. Alright, but Throd is getting it pretty good. On the other side, we do get the Toads coming across. Epidemius is getting ready to gather there. Okay. And he is going to be running away here. So let's get the Nurglings, pull the horsemen back down, just follow the boys. And Epidemius and the crew are able to stabilize this objective. Great. So we do want to use his curses. They're very good. Our Sorcerer will be ready in a moment. We're just following his SEs with our mobility. Kind of forcing him to micro super heavily here. Okay, let's go fight there. And we're going to get you, buddy, to go out here and help out your boy Epidemius, who's going to do the Sands of Sickness. It's going to spread a disease over there, which is going to help us get buffed up a little bit. So Battletoads are all right here. We're going to keep working on Homie. And the Nurgle Sorcerer does have a... Oh, I brought the wrong spell. Oh, well. It's not the end of the world. All right, so this side is going to be a huge victory for us. Epidemius is going to fold it up pretty good. Throt's getting it. We have the high ground. Trading here is pretty cost-effective, I would say. We can... Did I bring the lore passive? I did not. Okay, so then we don't want to be using that spell there. All right, so keep chasing the stinky rat. Let's get you Marauders down here to help out and keep following. In the meantime, Epidemius and company. We can do the Lethargic Outburst. Perfect. And we can do a little bit of this. Okay, so on the backside, what do we want to call in? Probably just Plague Bears, honestly, to start getting some real meat up on the army here. On the middle, how are we doing? I think we're going to win that grind. Throd is coming. And remember, I can summon Exalted Plague Bears, so we are potentially in a very, very good position. So we're going to debuff his Lord. We're going to start L-bonking here. Keep following him with throwing axes. We have the high ground. Nurglings versus Clan Rats is fine. It's a good little fight for us. Keep going after you. And maybe we just kill the Hellpit Abomination. All right, so we need to get the heal on this guy. He did get some Jezzails in. And Epidemius, this is his power fantasy. A big, disgusting blob fight, but you guys want to see the pro player plays that they don't show you? This is the real shit right here. All right, so we're going to summon an Exalted Plague Bear unit. We're going to slow these guys down, okay? And then we're going to get the Exalted Plague Bear unit in guard mode and throw Unholy Hand Grenades into the fight there. And that's going to be pretty pro player stuff. Yeah, all right, let's get another Plague Bear coming. They're going to waddle. We're going to get the Unholy Hand Grenades about face. Make sure to use the grenades. And Chadademius is holding, man. He's holding. All right, so how are we looking elsewhere? A couple little Ninja Rats doing what they can. Throt also looking a little bit in danger here. Let's get you guys. And we're going to need to throw some Furies downtown to deal with those guys, probably. Yeah, Throt. Oh, Throt's getting wrecked by the Unholy Hand Grenades. Oh, the pro plays. Oh, that's GG for us. I think we just win now. Yeah, because that's rough for him. All right, so we killed Throt with the Unholy Hand Grenade summon. People always sleep on that shit, man. It's so funny. All right, so let's move in there. Epidemius is still cackling. We're going to go ahead and do all of his curses and plagues and whatnot and get you guys over there. Save up for a heal, and yeah, we should have enough. Oh, we can just go dive his backfield through, actually. Yeah, let's go do that. He's not going to have anything to defend. All right, Epidemius going Super Saiyan in the pits with all of his plagues and shit. All right, let's get you, and let's get on you. We're going to get another heal on Epidemius. And he's buffing all his toads nearby, by the way. 20% Phys Res and a bunch of attack stats. It's really nice, actually. So we get both of his gun units. We can do Fecundity on Epidemius. And we're looking good. Yeah, so we use the Exalted Plague Bearer summon to tarpet those guys down. We do get both of his guns here. We're going to get the Furies overhead, run you guys away for now. And Chadademius was able to win that side point there with the Exalted Plague Bearers. All right, so now we just kind of slow march up to the middle with a bunch of Plague Bearers, and he's probably not going to be able to handle the girth of my army. All right, so these guys run, and we get you to jump on top of the Jezzails as we lure them away here. And right on. Cool. So those guys get chewed up. Battletoad's still going strong in the middle, by the way. The old Battletoads. All right, and we're able to clear him out here. That is a Plague Priest. Epidemius can waddle back to the middle. His aura is pretty insane for demons, actually. It's pretty insane. It gives, I think, 15 melee attack and 20 phys res or something like that. It's quite considerable, actually. All right, so now we just swarm Capture Weight up on the field and just chortle. We can use you guys. They don't have any ammo left, so these are just basically diving units now. Let's send the Nurglings after the Clan Rats. Keep the Plague Bearers there. Keep one Battletoad here. Epidemius can go to the middle. Although you guys get those Jezzail units. Looks like they rolled a little bit too greedily and deeply. And we're going to call in another Marauder now. Yeah, he's cooked. I mean, we have double his value. His Lord is dead. He's playing Skaven. Yeah, it's pretty over for him here. All right, Chadademius. We've been really exploring the dreaded off-meta dregs of Nurgle tonight. It's been very fun. I think Nurgle, if I am not playing Demons of Chaos or Tzeentch, Nurgle's probably my favorite faction to play. They're just so fun. I love the grindy style. It's very good for old man too. You know, you don't have to have like super high APM to play Nurgle. Granted, you know, I do have okay APM if I want to really turn it on, but it's nice to just chill. All right, what do we got in the back? Let's call Furies. Just chase down his weapon teams. Throt is back. Not gonna do it for him. Chadademius is too erect right now, and we got Plague Bearers arriving on all the points. Nurgle Sorcerer can come here. Let the Toads feast over there. And Throt, he's back for round 2. Uncle for Uncle is just bad, though. Like, off-meta doesn't mean bad. It just means different than the meta, right? But then there's bad, and Uncle for Uncle is bad. That's just, like, basically throwing games. All right, so we can rear charge this position. I don't hate the idea. Yeah, and we can get Chadademius over there, too. Get all you guys moving in. Infantry wall can move up. We've got this outside point very secure. Let's call some more Furies in, fly them overhead. Bilious Thunderguff maybe could be okay in a couple matchups. Maybe. It's still a bit of a haggard play, but, you know. Yeah, now we fight a blob fight, and we're going to spread all the diseases. This one's really good. It replenishes the vigor of your units, but more importantly, it builds... Look how quickly you build up your Plague Lord's blessings. That's why Epidemius is strong, because when you spread plagues, it builds up your counter really quickly. So for fecundities and different things like that. So we're going to get the Angels of Decay to come out again. I think we unsummon them, right? Yeah, so we'll have them again soon. Sorcerer can move in. Let's get you Marauders going right there. Furies are overhead, just lurking. Can pull some of them in here. I'm going to save up for Rot Glorious Rot, actually. That'll be kind of fun. One of your units has been destroyed. Let's go ahead and heal your boy. Keep spreading Nurgle's blessings. A lot of rats coming out, but we have Toads. Toads defeat rat. It's the nature channel here, man. We're on Discovery. All right, so we got him surrounded. Everything's just basically paying the troll toll here. And that's just going to be a clan rat, so we just engage in the... Plague Bearers could... One Plague Bearer could probably take like 5 clan rats. So that's pretty good. GG, well played. Fun build, and it worked pretty good, actually. It worked pretty good. He went pretty off meta, though, for sure. Okay. Okay, let's do that. He has a Skaven avatar picture on his Discord, so that man means business. He's the Lord of the Druchii, though. He's very good at Dark Elves, too. All right, so let's report that. So we're 3-1. If we win our next game, our odds of top 4 are pretty good. It's a tall order, though. You know, we're going to be playing some good players, but I think it's possible. All right, so Nurgle versus Skaven. We got that. Epidemius is very good with demons. Yeah. Yes, your poor Skaven. His build was just... For sure. He didn't have anything to stop my Air Force. Like the Angels chasing around his Lord. A few other things. Yeah, having weapons teams out of the gates is pretty nice. And Flensing Rune is really strong. Flensing Rune and Howling Warp Gale are so good against Nurgle. Because you can stop the Furies and protect them easier. And then you can nuke their SE blobs. What's up, Akram? How you doing, man? Oh, dude, I used to... When I was training for Grubby's event, I was actually watching your Warcraft 3 streams a lot. Yeah. I was lurking in your old Warcraft 3 streams, trying to learn the way of the human. Good, yeah. Good, Anakin, good. I do want to get back to Warcraft 3 someday. It's such a classic game, man. One of the goated games. I feel like Skaven got a stealth nerf. None of my old builds work. Yeah, I don't know. I had the same thing happen to me, Boss Toss, where I just got absolutely punched in the wiener when I was doing that. Oh, Mike, thank you for the raid, man. I just noticed that. All right. Big Mr. Mike is here, man. We got the Warcraft 3 homies hanging out. Now you're in the Warhammer RTS, which is RTS where you basically don't build a base, but just build an army with money and then fight your opponent. So kind of skips the whole base building, map control type of things. Yeah. What were you guys up to over on Mike's channel? You guys just hanging out, doing some Warcraft 3? You have a tournament going on? What was cooking? All right, so we're 3-1 in tonight's tournament. If we win the next game, we're very likely to be top 4. Should be getting to the next round here in a moment. Let's refresh this. Discussing League for December. Nice. Nice, man. That should be fun. Okay, so let's go take a look at the tournament so far. Here's our lovely Fedora Festus. This is the powerful early 2000s gamer Festus. He's got his vial of Mountain Dew, and he's got his fedora. He's got his trilby. He's ready to tip his fedora at you. But yeah, currently as it stands, here are the standings. Although I think we still have a lot of games to be reported for round 4 here. We're in the running. We're going to be playing one of these homies. Hopefully Martinius doesn't win as much as I like him, because if I have to play his Slaanesh again, the odds are very low of me winning. Slaanesh is a pretty good counter against Nurgle, so yeah, any of these other, well, Danikin's probably playing Dark Elves, which also are really rough for Nurgle. So if I can avoid Danikin and Martin, our chances are pretty decent. Yeah, we haven't had the chance to bring Festus yet. We haven't. The stinkiest of streamers is true. It's true. Which, okay, all jokes aside though, hey Noctilus, thank you for resubscribing, man. What streamer is the most, who is the most Nurgle streamer you can think of that actually embodies it? You know, because I take showers daily. You know, I actually, you know, I'm sure there's some denizens of the deep out there. I saw somebody sent me a link of a streamer who was on Twitch streaming World of Warcraft, and I think he like shat his pants or something, and he just keeps going. He's like playing World of Warcraft PvP or something. Definitely Asmongold. Oh man. Yeah, there's big Nurgle energy over there. He lives with roaches. Oh my god. Oh dude. Look, I'm like very much a druid in real life. When it comes to like animals, I cannot. Also, like if I find a spider in my house, I'm gonna capture it and release it outside. You know, I'm very druidic in that way. But when it comes to cockroaches and shit, like dude, it's scorched earth, man. Okay, everyone's saying Asmongold. There's not even a Asmongold or DSP. That's god, he's old. It's Darkside Phil, I think. The Boogie is an actual Nurgle demon. Oh my god, dude. Asmongold is more Beastmen. What? Oh man, you guys are going ham here. I love it. The Roach King, the king of the roaches, dude. Oh man, I love it. That's so funny. He said the smell of a dead rat heating up in the morning sun woke him up. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. That can't be real. No, that's not real. Is it? No. Yeah. No way. All right, so let's refresh this. See how we're still looking in the round. That's it. That is. I'll send the clip. It's his dead rat clock. That's so funny, dude. Is that real? Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, somebody sent me a clip of Asmongold once where like a roach like jumped on his shirt during the stream. I was suspicious of what. Oh, you got to send me the link in Discord. The Twitch is going to automatically ban links, so just send it to me in Discord if it's real. Yeah, somebody sent me a clip of like a roach jumping on him during one of his streams. I was like, did that really happen or was that staged? You know, it's still funny either way. It's just hilarious, but yeah. Okay. Still waiting for a couple games to unfold here, guys. And we'll be jumping into the next round. What's up, Doctor? How you doing, man? His pet roach. That's like some like apocalypse shit. Like having a pet roach, you know? Like the world is just like desolate and, you know, you've been isolated, trapped somewhere for a long period of time. Just start befriending the roaches. He's never eaten a fruit or a vegetable. He used to just dump used food containers from his window. Oh, wow, okay. So, sounds kind of like a yeah, like a bit of a hoarding situation a little bit. have you, oh my God, have you guys seen the Hoarder show? Hoarders? How many of you guys in chat have seen it? Let me know. I'm genuinely curious. And how many of you guys who have watched Hoarders have seen the Poop Lady? All right. That woman is the most deranged champion of Nurgle that I've seen in ages. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I have on previous streams, but it's, oh my God, that is the most Nurglite champion ever. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this going here, and we're going to refresh this. And everybody is done except one player. Daniken is undefeated. And shit, Martinius is close by. I don't want to have to play him again. That would be so cursed if I had to play Slaanesh 3 times tonight. No. No. They've seen some Hoarders. Yeah, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, if just the absurdism of it, then look it up at your own peril, man. Okay, you're saying Asmongold complained about taking a shower once because he said he had been building an exoskeleton protection from showering for months. Okay, that seems like something that... Is that really the truth, though? That seems like something funny he would say to exacerbate the memes about him, but that seems like, I don't know. Seems a little far-fetched, to be real, That was a bit. Yeah, that seems like a bit. All right. Yeah, Anna and I have we've watched a handful of Hoarders. We've probably watched like 10, 20 episodes, somewhere in the ballpark. We watched a couple seasons. All right. So let's go here, and we should be ready for the next round here in a moment. Ricochet is done, and then we got to wait for Sabris and Ignum. Ignum is our tiebreaker. We need him to win. Our tiebreaker score isn't very good, so we're kind of in dire straits a little bit right now. Yeah, man. The good times are rolling. Thank you guys for joining tonight. It's been fun. If you are enjoying the stream, I know it's been a bit of a podcast for the past 10 minutes, but that's because we were waiting for the next round to start. But do drop a like. It helps out quite a bit. It does indeed. He plays up the Nurgleness quite a bit with the dead rat alarm clock not showering and the roach that crawled on him are real. Oh, yeah, there's layers to it. There's layers to the Nurgle infestation. I've known some... Oh, dude. I probably can't tell that story on... So someday I will start a podcast just for fun to shoot the shit with the homies, and come back to me and remind me when we do that to tell you this story about one of my friends. It is the most disgusting story. Oh, man. Okay, no, I can't. No, that probably... It's too much. I'll tell it on a separate channel or platform. Oh, man. Well, so basically I'm going to give you the premise. No, I can't. No, it's Turin versus Asmongold Nurgle mirror match. Okay, I'm going to give you guys, just to really blue ball you, I'm going to give you the premise to the story. One of my friends started to have a bit of a downward spiral in his 20s a little bit. There's a bit of tragedy to it. At this point it wasn't really. But anyways, he lived with his grandmother, despite, having the opportunities to move out and whatnot. And my friend and I went to go visit him and check in on him. And what we discovered in his room was one of the most foul things I've ever seen in person. Yeah. Anyways, there you go. There's something to look forward to, all right? Something to look forward to. All right. Let's do that. No, it's not about if you know him. It's just, I think it would just it's legit pretty gross. Yeah, I think YouTube would karate chop the whole stream. Would be, not shut down, but yeah, it would be hard demonetized for sure. My dog's kibble ain't cheap. All right. Wait, we have another round. Yeah, we got one more round after this. Are these guys done, by the way? That's gonna be Manus. Yo. All right. The poop lady gave you nightmares. Doctor, it's a complicated thing. Yeah, it's a complicated thing. Many of you guys are close, though. You can say there's some people kind of close. Yeah, all right. Oh, sex doll, no. Okay, no, but what we did, and so this is. I can make it up for you guys. Make it up to you guys a little bit. We did walk in on one of our friends in high school. This would have been like 2006, and we walked in on him watching adult Lord of the Rings, like films. So we came into his room, and homie was watching a Lord of the Rings adult film. And it was with like a guy like painted up like an Uruk-hai and an elf. Oh my god, it was so bad. Holy shit! There's one for you guys. That was fun. All right. So where are we? You're just like, I've seen that. I've seen that one. Man, these guys are still going at it. That must be such a cockfight in there. What was the title? This was 2006, dude. That's ancient history. That was 19 years ago, man. God, 19 freaking years ago. That's like a life. That's several lifetimes, It's crazy. Gandalf, show me your big old staff. No, you did not walk in on one of your friends watching a Planet of the Apes one. No, you didn't. That's not real. No way. Oh my god, Schmeagol in one of those films? The Men of Rohan answer the call. All right, let's see here. Great, the round is done. Now it is time for the top four, ladies and gentlemen. No, not top four, but round five, sorry. We're not quite there yet. Would I have made top four if it ended here? I would be 1 or 2 games out. Okay. Please don't give me a Slaanesh match. Please, no. No, God, no. All right, round 5 it is. All right, we did not get a Slaanesh match. Great. All right, so that's going to be good. Goblins, round 5. Good luck, have fun. All right, so we got our opponent here is going to be Christopher's. There he is. All right. Yo, we're up. This player also has 3 wins, so it's going to be a worthy foe. Now let's see what's cooking. Have you tried tabletop? No, I've seen it in Oculus. I don't know if it interests me too much. There's other games I'm more into right now, but yeah, I have seen it. Dwarfs, okay, nice. So we got Dwarfs again. So we have a build for this. We need to get the maps. I'm going to be banning, and here we are on round 5. There we go. So it begins, the great battle of our time. It's got a Darkest Dungeon. That's a game I actually was kind of interested in trying. I saw a Grubby was streaming it quite a bit. Is it Darkest Dungeon? It's the one with the kind of the pixel art graphics, sort of like the RPG one. No, Dark and Darker is like the dungeon crawler one. Yeah. Oh, the Anno game is so addictive. I didn't really understand it when I did my first video for it, but now that I've been playing it off stream a lot, because we're not allowed to stream it right now, but when we are again in a couple weeks, we're gonna go hard. It's Darkest Dungeon is the game. Yeah. So Bloodgrove, Imperial Ambush, or Jade Tomb. Banning. Let's see. Imperial Ambush. Let me see what Bloodgrove looks like. So Grove is... The Bloodgrove is here. Yeah, that one is small, so that's probably a good map for us. Banning. Ambush gives him a really safe home point, but so too does the Banning Tomb. I'm going to ban the Jade Tomb, yeah. All right. There we are. It is time. So my opponent is going to be banning the map, and we are going to be playing Dwarves or Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarves again. We played this in round 1. It's an even matchup. Either side can win this one, so it's it's good either way. We don't know if it's Groves' Slaughter yet. We have to see what he bans, because I already banned my map. We're just waiting on him to explore the maps. This guy, he's good though. This is a very solid opponent, a worthy foe indeed. Give it to me, precious. Okay, so we're going to be playing on the Imperial Ambush. Ambush! Alright, so we are on the Imperial Ambush. A nice map for him. This is actually a very good map for Chaos Dwarves, because you have a super safe home point. So it's very good for them defensively. Alright, we're going to be building up our army now, guys. So I do have my army from before. He may have seen it, though, if he was watching the stream earlier, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. So probably got to change it a little bit. You know, just tickle the pickle a little bit differently here. The Demon Prince is not good in this matchup. Yeah, unfortunately. He gets bullied because Deathstreakers and Fireglaves can just mow him down. So it's, yeah, he's okay in some matchups, but we haven't, like, found one where he would be good tonight, unfortunately. Okay, so let's cut you. I kind of want to try this. This is like a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory here. Yeah, okay, that actually could be kind of cool. Looking good. I like the build. Yeah, I'm not going to sweat it too much. What could he bring? Yeah, some elite infantry. Do we want to mix in some... I mean, the Chaos Dwarves are just so good at killing the elite infantry. Sorry, Blood Penguin having an exorcist point. Let me check. Let's see here. Why does he have an exorcist point? Did one of his opponents drop or something? Did he lose a game? 1, 2... Oh, okay. He lost in the beginning. Well, even still, I mean, look, you already beat him. So if you beat him, you're top 4, right? So it's pretty much the same difference for you. But yeah, he does have one too many Swiss points. Thank you for pointing that out. But yeah, you beat him again and you get there. You beat him earlier, so. Oh, you're already top 4, though. Ricochet, you're 4 wins with 14 tiebreaker points, dude. You're cooking. You're totally fine. You're guaranteed top 4. There's no way you can't make it. Yeah, don't even worry about it, dude. All right. If anything, it's a downside for him because he has to play up. All right. No, if I win this game, I go to top 4 most likely, or at least have a chance at it. The problem is our tiebreaker is kind of weak. It's a little sketchy, actually. We might not make top 4 even if we win. Just because our tiebreaker homies need to do better. Yeah. Foot Tammy. Yeah, he's all right, but he's very vulnerable to a lot of the... Like, Astrogoth will trade well into him and a couple other pieces here. All right. Hey, so William, man. By the way, shout out to our boy William in chat. He's the homie who does all of the timestamps, which is nice. True hero. Playing Bretonia. How are your games going, man? Do let us know. All right. I think I'm ready. Okay. All right. And what is it going to be? Still waiting on him to finish his army. Then we'll start the game. Yeah, we need like a lot of our tiebreakers to win in this next round. Like, we need it. We need it precious because they have not been winning. Do we have everything covered here? The Toe Dragon would be fun, but probably not a whole lot it's super good against in this matchup. Toads probably aren't great here either. I don't know if he's waiting for me to ready up, so we will do it. Getting pinged. And all set. Kazak is all right. Astrogoth, you don't even need Kazak to defeat him. Kazak is pretty expensive. He's how much baseline? Yeah, he's 1950 baseline. It's very, very pricey. I mean, you could arguably strip his abilities out and get some value from him, but I don't know. Something to think about here. Like, how much is he if you strip some abilities? I'm just kind of curious here. He does have the Sword of Filth. Yeah. Is there any abilities that we want to cut here? It's probably... Okay, that's actually not bad. Then you here. What do we have? Probably cut this. And we can go ahead and grab that too. All right, that's actually kind of fun. I like that. Good luck, have fun. I'm an awful Swiss opponent going against Slaanesh again. No, brother, not again. I like Toads and Pesties throwing axes for Cathay. Yeah, against Cathay, my hero core, we won this one earlier pretty well with this build, and I didn't really change much except Kazak. I'm trying him out, but yeah, you have throwing axes against Cathay. Plague Ogres can take on Cathay pretty well too. All right, and let's see what's going on. All right, all right. Evelyn, he says it's Turin time. Yeah, it is Turin time right now, guys. It is. Go like have fun. Yeah, this map, unfortunately, this map is very good for... It's not, like, unfair for me, but it gives him a better chance because he has a home objective. Nurgle is really good against these defensive gunline factions when they don't have a home objective, and you could just, like, tarp at the field and really make them work for it. You could probably also play this matchup like you do against Empire, but not on this map, I don't think. No, Chaos Dwarf SEs are really brutal. Like, if they get those trains going and, you know, start running over your Nurgle infantry and you don't have mass to stop them, you kind of just get wrecked. All right. Good luck, have fun. So, we have Kha'Zix and a Chaos Lord. 3 horsemen of the Apocalypse. They're going to be going for it. We got 2 Pesties. And then we got Marauders, 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 and Marauders. No fear, no regret. Okay. I mean, I'm sure you got some regrets. And cool. Let's get you guys here. And the Sorcerer, I think, is on foot. Yeah, he's very cheap. So we're going to put him in the back. Kind of bad to not have the Sorcerer on mount. I think I should have probably found a way. That would have been better. But yeah, the Slug victory against Slaanesh was pretty sick. That was cool. That was very cool. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's see if we can take down this homie and have a chance at top 4. We'll see. Chaos, I used to love magma cannons in this matchup. The secret vanguard behind his lines. Oh, that's cheesy. I'm not going to do that. Is that possible? Can you actually vanguard? Oh my god. Oh, if I had known this, I would have vanguarded like 6 Pestigors over there and just taken his home objective. Holy shit. That's really cheesy, though. I'm not going to do that. I feel like that's... Is it intended? I guess it is on this map because it's called the Ambush. So that is something. That would have been very funny, though. All right. Let's get you guys going. Get you guys coming out. Skirmishers. Sorcerer Prophet of Hashut. And he is going to be on a basic bolt. My Nurgle heroes will beat him in a fight. And cool. So now we just do a full court press. So he's got 11 units. We can't see them yet. So, yeah. Don't know what he's cooking with, but we'll find out. So in the main army, what do we want to call in first? Once we see what he has. Okay, a lot of skirmishers. The goats are going to grab the objective. These guys are going to grab this one and then retreat back. All right. His skirmishers will out-skirmish mine, which you got to watch out for. Okay, so we're going to put you in control group 7, and we're going to just park you on this point. Okay, yes. So move and move. Unpaid interns, warriors, warriors, and warriors. I mean, honestly, nothing looking too scary right now. Let's get you guys back, pull you guys in, see if he wants to try something. But I'm happy to just sit on 2 points. He has a fair amount of Dowie warriors. I did bring a Rotfly this game just to kind of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory some action, see if we can make that work. So we're going to get you guys here and you can go there too with this guy. We're going to take some goats over there. And where are his big guns? Okay, there's the Fireglaves. I was wondering when he would bring those. So he's going to have to push me, though. That's the thing. He's going to have to push me. All right, Angels of Decay are cute, but I think just using the shields in the front is going to be good. So we'll want to get you goats back and you goats back. Yeah, unfortunately, I mispositioned my goat people, and they're going to eat a lot of arrows for free. Granted, he didn't do, like, any damage. Wow. Okay. Let's get you across. You guys can fight here. Let's get you goats coming over there. Does he have any mass? No, he's very much playing like a kind of low-to-the-ground army here. I'm not just saying that because of short, but it is accurate. All right. So you guys are set up. Great. And let's get you here. And we do eat a little bit of a volley, so good micro on his part, but he ends up getting caught in melee here, which is good. Pestigors will outtrade his infantry reasonably well, and we do actually get a fair trade, so I'll take that. All right, unpaid interns, going to battle it out. We'll get you guys there. Here, we don't want to fight. There is an Iron Demon coming, so now it's time for the Angels of Decay, probably. Yeah, Angels of Decay will be very good against that. All right, so you homies are getting blasted. Doesn't feel good. Let's get you guys here, and here. So got to watch out for the Fireglaves. We want him to have to extend very far over here. And we're going to get the Angels of Decay to go deal with that out there while we keep you over here. All right. So you guys can retreat back. And Kha'Zix and company are hanging out. We just got to watch out for the Fireglaves. He's going to move up eventually. And, yeah, he immediately sees what was going on and is going to be withdrawing his push. And let's go ahead and get another Pestigor coming out. Pestigors are very good against Chaos Dwarf infantry. And where are his Fireglaves? Yeah, they're back there. I'm going to want to tar pit them with Furies if we can. Got to make sure my characters don't get blasted. And we can get a couple of you guys coming over the top here, keep you there, and get these pesties creeping over here too. All right, so the Pestigors have gotten in relatively safe. Angels of Decay are going to come here. Got to see where he's going to go with the Pain Train. But so far, I'm pretty happy about these little trades here. Rancid Visitations. Yeah, we need to get our Harry Potter over here. He's in a really bad position right now. Is he going to land? Oh, wow, that's risky. Okay, so he's landing. Let's get all you guys going there. We'll get you circling around the back. And Angels Decay are going to start throwing at you. And we're going to switch on to you as well. Okay, so we can use the... Oh, my God. His Lord is getting bullied by my two characters. Wowza. All right, so let's actually just try and finish him off. Yeah, so we're going to go for him. Move you under the gun line here. Get some Furies overhead. You guys go there, and you guys come here. And we just killed his Lord. Yeah, it's the same thing the other Chaos Dwarf player did earlier. Just moved in and just got absolutely... Oh, my God, he's dead. Holy shit. Oh, my God. All right, let's get you back. I mean, that's worth eating all those shots. That's for damn sure. All right. So that was pretty brutal. That's one way to start a freaking game. So we're going to get you here. Do a little bit of this. Get you guys moving up and through. And, yeah, that is about as good as it gets for us, guys. Just straight up karate chopping his Lord out of the gates here. Get a couple of you guys creeping around the back here. Angels of Decay are going to be lurking in the shadows. We're going to call you, get some more Furies on top of these guys. Top of the Fireglaves. And we're just going to keep our Chaos Core back. You guys keep moving. Our Horsemen got blundered a little bit, so very sloppy. Now, I could still lose this game 100%, guys. 100% could still lose this game. All right, so you guys fly overhead. We got to be very, very careful here. So we do get some Marauders on top of these guys. Gonna get you guys in. It's a fight here. You guys are gonna go to his back objective and try and ninja that. We're gonna get you guys on these Fireglaves. And now let's get you guys parking right here. We gotta be very cautious here. All right. And Rancid Visitations, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on the train. Let's get you here, and Angels of Decay on you. And tar pit the hell out of these guys. All right, so we're gonna do that. And do the damage reflection. Get in and pile in on this blob here as we do start to steal his back objective. There are some Cathay there, but we are threatening it, which is good. And some infantry. Can we push through and get on these guys? Let's get some more goats coming up. The train got hammered pretty good there. Let's see if we can get our characters and bounce back and get a big punch in the face. And yeah, he was able to deal with my split push on the back there, which is unfortunate for us. But we do get a big Rancid. And his train is almost dead too. It's very low. I'm thinking my characters will probably finish it. Let's just like spam click here and see if we can get that. All right, so you chase the Fireglaves, and yeah, the Nurgle character can keep moving up. Okay, the train is down. We were able to get it, so that's pretty big. So now we just stay and fight these guys, and we can even get you guys to jump in. No, we want the Angels of Decay to sit back. So we need to be unsummoning. Could have been a little bit better about that. Let's get you guys out there to clean up that fight. And how is the Lord doing? They should be able to defeat the Fireborn here, that's for sure. All right, Furies for the Fireglaves to tie them down. The Pain Train has been given the business. And yeah, you guys keep running up this way. Horsemen still lurking, but caught up in melee, which is unfortunate. And what can we call in baseline here? Let's just get some Marauders to come up. And we need to unsummon the Pestigors. All right, so the Fireborn got killed by our character squad. So now we're going to move in and get on you guys. Yeah, just pile in. Ooh, we do eat some shots to the face. But we have Pestigors coming in and Furies overhead as well. Does he have any other guns that are unencumbered? Yeah, these ones. All right, so we're going to go jump on those guys with the Furies. All right, so he's actually kind of threatening my home point a little bit. Let's get Angels of Decay to fight here and here. Furies do get in, and I could get him with a fleshy. It's not worth it, though. Probably just going to get the Chaos Sword. I think that's the play. All right, next up, Forsaken are fine. Pretty good blitz unit. I'm happy to have my heroes fight here. Let's go ahead and use their curses on the Cathay. So he's going to do that, and Kazek is just screeching. He's doing his thing, you know, making disgusting Nurgle sounds. Cool, so Marauders, let's get him up, fight those Chaos Dwarves. Angels of Decay can get back up. Homie did resummon his Lord, so there is that. Let's get the Angels of Decay to go after you. He's still hanging in there, man. He's doing a really good job considering. It's a little sketchy. All right, Kazek is going to get healed. Unfortunately, I'm on fire, but we are in combat with his Fireglaves there. Horsemen, pull back. You Forsaken, come up. And get ready to bunker bust these guys off if we can. And now, I mean, does he want round 2? There is a chance we can get him here. Kazek and the Chaos Lord are both very scary fighters. So we're going to pop the Father of Blades, keep chasing Homie. Pull these guys back. And the Fireglaves here are looking really raggedy. We could attack them, but I think we'll just use Angels to help punch through that. All right, so we're hunting his Lord. We are at 800 points. I'm thinking of probably calling out... Do I want to do the rot flies? I think Furies are fine. Yeah, his Lord is squeaking away. He's just going to be running. And we're going to probably need some Horseman support down here. Yeah, we're winning this fight. Let's get the Horsemen in here. Get you guys around the side there. Get you guys around the side. Yeah, we're not going to fit, so we need to find an opening here. And now, do we get on the top of the Fireglaves? I think so. Angel's Decay can basically just, I think, just dive them at this point and go for it. We're going to get on these Fireglaves, tie you down as well, get you guys around the side, get in some more goats. Should have used the Vanguard point, just misclicked there. Yeah. All right, Forsaken doing great. Let's keep moving and grooving, move these guys up. And I do have another, I think actually going after the Sorcerer Prophet isn't going to be a terrible idea. We might be able to just straight up take him down again. All right, we are defending the outside point, so nothing's going to go over there. And the Fireglaves are probably about cooked, so let's get our Horsemen in there. Might as well. You know, they're still kind of healthy. Still decent amount of capture weight there, so I think we're going to hold it. Unholy Hand Grenades. We did get the Rancid on his Lord, although he probably had the Amulet since I was too close to him there. All right, so on the back point, we have our Horsemen chilling. We're going to use them as capture weight bandits. Let's come downhill. Oh, damn it. Forgot to change the spawn. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. All right, unsummon the goats and unsummon the goats. Unsummon the goats, please. Thank you. And how are our characters doing? They need to be a little bit more active on the field. Okay, let's get the Angel's Decay to keep decaying things here. And, yes, we're going to unsummon you too. Great. And you guys can be unsummoned. Horsemen, where are they needed? Okay, that's going to hurt. I don't think I could dodge it. Let's move out of there. Yeah, Flames of Asgore. It's a decent ability, actually. It's okay against, like, monstrous units, too. So the Cathay, I think we can handle them just with our heroes. The heroes have been bullying these things. I want to try Rotflies out before the game's over, see what they can do. We do see the big man up in the sky getting it. Let's get the Horseman to come in and harry you down. It looks like he's finally going to die. And, yeah, the goats there still being goated and chasing these guys. All right, so the homies have gotten in. Kazek is going to use his blades here. And we're going to do this and this. All the damage reflection goodness. Rotflies are coming across. And we can get them on top of the Fireglaves, most likely. Yeah, we're pretty high up on points now, so let's just make sure we don't lose our home objective. He's not split pushing. Okay, he is not. Fire Chads, man, what a menace they are. They're blasting me in the face. All right, let's get over there, see if we can stabilize the situation. Forsaken gonna get ripped up, obviously. And Rancid, I could use him. We do have enough for a heal, so I think that's gonna be better than the Rancid. All right, how do we do this? Yeah, our Horsemen are chasing down all of his mobility. The Rotflies are going to finish off those Fireglaves. Don't know if they'll do any good, but we'll try. And, yes, everything's looking pretty clear. We're going to lose a couple mobile pieces out there, but we do easily win on just one objective now, so we can just start Helm's Deeping if we want to, but... Because he's pulling value back, you know. He is pulling value back pretty effectively. Let's unsummon the Forsaken. The Rotflies have been able to break those Fireglaves, and we're going to use them, I think, against these guys. See how they do. Alright, but we are threatening to take his home objective with our two characters. We can actually use Fecundity here. That might be better than using our full kind of kit of magic. Alright. Flames of Asgore is going to hurt. He's got me bunched up too. That's going to be pain. So what do we do? Plague Ogres would probably be nice. He's mostly mass. Yeah, one of my goats does get pounded pretty badly there. He's pushing for the side with some Iron Sworn. It's kind of scary, actually, but we just went on one, so I just need to get in here and hold it. And I think we're going to go ahead and do a... yeah, he's close enough that the Amulet of Blood and Darkness is going to be there. Plague Ogres will help counter all these Fireborn and Hobgoblins and shit, you know. All right, let's do this. Let's get the Sorcerer on the objective as well. That's a losing fight over there. Not a whole lot we can do about it. I think we just got to hold this point. He's kind of coming back on value a little bit, guys. It's very impressive. Despite having such a horrific start. But, you know, we made that start happen, so. Do I want to heal? No, I think we're going to wait for him to get a little bit lower. Because what's going to happen is we're going to beat him on this objective, and then we can probably just push all the way back and get his, assuming the game went longer, but don't think it's going to. All right, so he is on the point. We're going to sit on the other side, and we're going to get some Horsemen to come and start throwing at him here. Though they do have blasting charges, which is tough. Plague Ogres, they'll get in there with their big beat sticks. You can see they're already laying into them here. Let's see if we can chase these guys down. And now we should have the capture weight advantage. So we're just going to kind of circle them here so they can't get blasting charges. And then we're going to charge them in the back. Yeah, let's just keep circling them. This point's looking good. We do see some Wolf Riders coming in, but Plague Ogres will make quick work of them. All right, so we outmaneuvered him here. We're going to tie him down, get flank charge there. Should be cooking. All right, GG, well played. Well played. Let's debuff you guys. There we go. All right, the Plague Father going 4-1 tonight, baby. Pretty good. Have the Sleepers awakened? I don't know, maybe, Bob. Maybe. I suspect YouTube is like featuring the stream somewhere, and it's just like people AFK on a page or something. All right, so I liked his build. The Fire Glaives were a perpetual threat that I had to deal with. Honestly, a solid build. It was a good game. GG. The game would have been incredibly close if he didn't just blunder his Lord in the beginning. That was the biggest part. GG, dog. All right. He played very well, actually. Like, aside from the Lord blunder, he played a very good game. Scrapped super well from behind. Like, it almost makes me think, like, if he didn't do that, he would have maybe beaten me there. All right, but the Nurgle can get you, pop you in the face pretty good if you're not careful. That's going to be Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarfs. Chaos Lord is very solid. He is. He's a great choice. All right, so we're 4-1, but our tiebreaker scores leave a lot to be desired. If we make top 4, I'm going to be pretty stoked, though. That'd be very fun. Okay, so the games are all coming to a head. We are in top 4 right now. Death by Ricochet or Plague Penguin. We need a Ricochet to win that. Well, I think I'm still okay on the tiebreakers, actually. Because we're currently number 3. Yeah. Do you ever play Tzeentch? I haven't played them in a long time. Tzeentch is not one of my strong suits. Their faction is very like their playstyle doesn't suit me well, but I do like Tzeentch. I played them maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. We got some sweaty Tzeentch action going, which was a good time. We did. Yeah, we usually just stream kind of at random times. So we don't have like a set schedule, but we do stream 4 to 5 days a week. So you can count on that. Sometimes early, sometimes later. Just kind of all over the place. When we get like a new big game, like, you know, Dawn of War 4, for example, we're going to have a very like streaming Monday through Friday, same time every day, like tournaments, like we'll hit it hard. But for now, it's a little balls deep, just all over the place. All right. Waiting on these guys. And Gondola and Empire for Hire still battling it out. I don't think they're going to affect the tiebreaker too much. All right. We might get into a tiebreaker game. Might happen, because I think all my tiebreakers have played. I haven't played Ricochet. I haven't played Gondola or Empire for Hire. And Legio Morbidius. Looks like he's chilling down there too. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for Dow 4. I want it so bad. Who here wants the Dow 4? I think of the 4 starting factions for Dow 4, I think I'm most inclined to main the Space Marines, actually. When I played them, their style is like very elite, very like defensive, counterpunching. Like it seems like they're very much like a counterpunching faction, like using a lot of so with Space Marines you can drop your buildings in, okay? You can drop in bunkers, these things called the Hammerfall bunkers, where they drop and they have like rocket launchers and machine guns, and you can use them offensively, like to secure points and stuff. I really like that, like slow pushing elite infantry, like defensive buildings. Like to me, that's very fun. That's very fun. All right, what is going on here? So waiting on these guys. Yeah, I'm really curious how Mechanicus is going to turn out. I'll get you, Space Marines. Yeah, thank you. Sounds good, T-Rex. Hopefully they'll... I mean, the Imperial Guard are already in the game, like as an ally on the mission we played. So I suspect the Guard will be added pretty quickly. It seems like they're already pretty well developed, but they really need to add a Chaos faction. Like, really need to add a Chaos faction. Not having Chaos in the game is like... Chaos is like the big enemy in the setting, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe my mindset's kind of old from the older editions, but yeah, I'm hyped too, Larry. For sure. All right. How we looking? So Daniken is undefeated. Martin is... So we got Slaanesh in the top 4. That's not good. Like, that's basically just like a 33% chance we get eliminated. But then Daniken, I don't know what Daniken's playing, and we'll see what the other players are going to be. I'm going to go peek and see what Daniken was playing. Daniken is playing Grand Cathay tonight. Okay, Nurgle can hang with Grand Cathay, although it is Daniken, so he's probably pretty insane with them. The Men of Iron, when they return, yes, that is the big enemy, indeed. All right, so we got Grand Cathay in the top 4, Slaanesh, which counters... I think Slaanesh is a pretty good counter to Grand Cathay. You have to go Blimp Cheese to have a chance there. Cathay has to abuse the Blimps in the Air Force, like use their Crowmen and Longmas to win the sky and then just blimp blast their opponent, holding one objective until the last possible second. Do you think Chaos will be handled like Dao 2 with a whole faction with... So I think that if they do add Chaos to Dawn of War 4, I think it's going to be undivided. It's the easiest way to implement them. Granted, I would prefer to have like, dude, if they added Death Guard, I would have just a rock hard erection. Like if they gave us like God specific factions, but it's most likely going to be undivided. What's up, Dreadsorian? How you doing, man? All right. Let's see here. Still waiting on those homies, and it is the last game. 'Tis the last game. All right, all right. Where are we at? Ricochet and the Penguin are playing it out. The dreaded Dwarves. I don't know what Blood Penguin's playing, but he's a very menacing foe. Yeah, we'll see. Might have to play a tiebreaker game here. May have to play one. Fresh. Okay. So let me message Ricochet and Penguin. Let me know when done. Yeah, that was kind of the thing that happened with Dawn of War 3, but that was Relic. It was a different studio. Dawn of War 3, definitely we got blue-balled. I mean, just with the game in general, Dawn of War 3 wasn't the best, but, you know, they were like, oh, we're going to, you know, they even teased the Necrons, you know. They were like, yeah, we're going to add them, and then just nothing, just to the dogs. Dawn of War 3 was I actually went back and installed it recently just to see what it was like, and it was yeah, it was rough. It was as bad as I remembered. All right. So Penguin wins, which might push me out of the top 4, actually. We're going to see. We will see. Or a tiebreaker game, which I love. Extra games are always good. No, it's all good. So it stays. Ricochet is top 4. Top 4 is clear and decisive. And we are all set. Great. All right, guys. So Big Homie made top 4. Now, we just need to not get Martinius. There's 3 other players we can get. If we can avoid Slaanesh, I might make the grand finals. And then we need Slaanesh to lose to one of them. That is kind of the idea here. All right. So we are going to advance to top 4. Thank you for playing. See, Ricochet, what was I telling you, dog? Didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. All right. Top 4. Come on. No Martinius. No Slaanesh. Every other matchup is fine. Blood Penguin did win, but it wasn't enough. Okay, I got Ricochet. Nice. I mean, he could beat me too, but it's better than Slaanesh. Okay. Thank you for playing. Top 4. All right, so top 4 time. Death by Ricochet is really good. He's a very solid dwarf player. So he might give us the biz. We're gonna have to see what map options we have. Okay, so Ricochet. And what are the maps gonna be? You're traumatized from Astrogoth getting bullied earlier. Yeah, he can be killed pretty quickly. Like, you think Astrogoth is a raid boss, but if you get some big AP characters on him, he goes in the trash pretty quick. All right. Nurgle here, you. All right, so let's see what the brother is playing here. I'm first on the map bans, and he should be coming. It's probably Dwarves. Dwarves versus Nurgle is a fun matchup. Okay, so Road to Talipime, Valley of Lies, or Decrepit Moor. Oh, those are all like big open maps. Not a lot of line of sight blocking. Road to Talipime is, I think, Valley of Lies. You can like put your cannons up on the perch. Decrepit Moor. Let me see what that one looks like. Trying to see what the map looks like. Yeah, this is this one. Yeah, I know that one. Okay. So probably ban Decrepit Moor. Okay. Then he's going to pick the map. Tamarcon is good in PvP in some matchups. Like against Khorne, he's very good, and against Norsca, I really like him on foot. I just haven't had the opportunity to use him tonight. We haven't like been in a matchup in which it's like, oh, I need Tamarcon for this. You know? So we're going to see what old Ricochet is up to here, guys. What evil dwarven schemes. Okay, so we're going to play in Valley of Lies. This is going to be the map. I want to know what love is. So if we win this, we're in the grand finals. If we lose it, we maintain our gatekeeper status, and we make sure only the worthy pass beyond us. Daniken and Martinius on the other side. Very, very tough run of players. Would probably rather play Daniken, though, since he's on Grand Cathay. Oh, Nurgle versus Dwarves. What build do I have here? Yeah. It's something. It's a little something, something. All right. This is a pretty ambitious build. Is it going to work is the question. Yeah. So what are you using? I think that's fine. 4 slugs to fight the dwarves. 4 slugs would probably die to 1 slayer, so I don't think that's going to be on the docket for today. Yeah. I don't think that is going to be in our game plan. All right, and that looks good. We got you and you. Yep, awesome. It's an ambitious one. The dwarves are pretty okay against Nurgle. They've got some good choices, man. We could 100% lose this. 100%. The Dowie, they know no fear, man. They very tough to deal with. Nice dog. Yeah, it's my gremlin. It's Wookie. How you doing, old mate, Dad? You still playing the Warcraft 3, going hard in the paint? Oh man. Ricochet's coming, man. He was a gremlin. Yeah, Wookie was an evil little bastard. But I loved him, you know. I loved my little gremlin. Yeah, do we probably go 2 of these, actually, in the mainline army? And then in reserve, we can mix you in. Yeah, I think that is slightly better. All right. Chilling here and there. Been waiting for the new PC. Got it, man. Upgrading, huh? It's time. The rise of the old mate dad. All right, I think this is good. Whatever. I'm probably going to throw, but it's time. We're going for the kill, baby. We're going for the kill. No, Kugath we used Kugath twice, Julian, earlier in the stream. You've had this one for 10 years? Yeah. Well, hey, man, at least Warcraft 3 isn't like super demanding on the PC. You could use some pretty old potatoes and still play that game. Let's do the Bubonic Swarm. I'm trying to think if there's like anything glaring I'm missing here. All right, let's see. The Toad Dragon? Ooh, if it was a map with more line of sight, I would actually consider the Toad Dragon. I would. Tyler's a believer, that's right. We've had a good run. 4 wins, 1 loss tonight, only losing to Slaanesh. With Nurgle, by the way. It's the Nurgle action. We need Daniken to defeat Martinius, although it's a tall order even for him. Friggin' Slaanesh is foul. Uh-oh, don't crash on us. Oh, it held. All right, guys, good luck, have fun. So this map, I forgot to remove this map. This map is really good, but it's so dark. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it's not the best viewing experience, but it is what it is. Even Foot Nurgle Lord is... Yeah, you have a lot of options in this matchup. I mean, one of the OG ways is like a great weapon check, so you just bring mass great weapons. But Doomseekers kind of changed the game on that. When they got Doomseekers, they can bully your Nurgle infantry. Before, they couldn't really bully you. But now, they can't, so it's a little sketchy. Okay, so we're going to do this and this. You over there. Homie is going to go creep on this side. Yeah. 2. And then we have these guys. And then our Sorcerer Lord back here. These little gremlins going to come over there and grab that. We're going to ready up. All right, Ricochet, you better not be watching the stream, dude. You better not be here. If you're watching and you see my deployments, I'm going to be very sad. All right. The Noxbringer is good against dwarves, for sure. Cannons are my biggest issue to deal with. Cannons are such a menace, but... Yeah, we're going to see what we can get done here. Marauders of Nurgle. He's got 14 units. He's probably just happily setting them up and just living his best life there. Noxbringer is going to go poke out and do some work. Probably put it right here for now. Yeah, Noxbringer draining ammo is very good. I've often wondered about using the Noxbringer. It takes some people a long time to load. Yeah, it does. All right, so we're going to get you, do this, get you out here. And then let's go see what his army looks like. Does he have cannons? No. Okay, so we're actually fine then. We're fine to move up. I was worried there was going to be cannons, but thankfully they're not here. All right, so goats move up. We're going to do a little bit of this. My 2 chariot characters here will be quite menacing, but we are going to start getting flame cannoned. How many does he have? Double flame cannon. Yeah, it's actually not terrible in this matchup. All right, so we're going to do that. Grab his objective, and then we're going to scurry away and scurry away. We're going to go get our chariot characters coming in, and the Noxbringer is going to start blasting into the elite units here. No, those aren't elite. Those are just miners. All right, so he can restock ammo. So that's a little bit frightening. We're going to come here, move you guys around the outside, and move you guys around the outside. And the Noxbringer needs to move up. Do a little something on these guys. And what kind of shooting does he have here? I don't think he's got, like, elite shooting, so our chariot characters should be able to just feast. We'll see. Yeah, you can see they're already making contact and doing great damage. Miners of blasting charges coming in. Let's keep farming these guys, and let's move back this way, and call in another goat just to do its thing. That is a lot of units to get through, but he might have left me an opening here, a little something. So we're going to do this. We are getting cooked by the flame cannons ever so gingerly. We're going to get around the side here. We're going to start shooting into you guys, keep you at bay. And we do have an opportunity to go get on his cannons. Unless he might have Grimdelvers back there, which would be a very strong play. Ooh, they actually do a lot of damage against me. Look at that. Wowza. Okay, this could be a gamble that loses us the game. We're going to have to see. So we're going after his flame cannons, and the fact that he's sending his slayers back there gives me a bit of a reprieve. So we're going to go engage there. We got both of his flame cannons compromised here. We're circling around the back. These goats are going to go here. All right, so are we going to get a flame cannon? Let's maneuver over to this one, call in some Furies, get you guys overhead. And now the goats have engaged, and we're going to be afflicted by some witchcraft here. Master Rune of Slaanesh. Okay, so the Grimdelvers are coming. It's like the biggest writing on the wall ever. We're going to get a fleshy on you and try and knock down at least one flame cannon. And we do have the goats circling around. So one goat unit got pounded pretty good there. The Noxbringer is still just kind of bombarding where it can. And are we going to get his flame cannons? Okay, so these guys probably need to escape. Rotbeast are coming. Let's get you guys back and do this. He just summoned something invisible over the hill, which is Giant Slayers. Okay, so the Giant Slayers have come. So we're getting hammered pretty good, but the value trading is even. So that's really quite nice for us, actually. So let's get the goats in there, fight you guys, and we're going to get you to jump on this cannon. You guys come under here. You guys come under here. Let's get one more Fury up the field, right? That's going to feel nice. All right, so you guys have done this. Let's get the Nurglings going and encircle, and one flame cannon here is in a very, very dire straits. And we do get the goats all the way to his other flame cannon, so this is actually pretty good for us. Unfortunately, we did blunder our micro right there. Got blasting charged. Feels bad. All right, so one flame cannon is in the trash. The other one is probably in the trash too. With the Exalted Chariot characters, we need to make sure this thing is finished. Let's get you guys back. Our hero is still here, Rotbeasting it. Really, really grateful to have not run into some frickin' what are those things called? The Grimdelvers. We haven't seen them yet. All right, so the goats are trading well here. Let's go get on the artillery here. We're going to bring you guys back, and now we can go start farming with the chariots and trying to get some value on the objectives. We don't need to keep them back here anymore. We got both of his flame cannons, so his shooting is pretty offline. Honestly, a Plague Ogre would really give him a hard time. So we're going to get you in there, get you coming up this way. We're going to threaten his back point here a little bit, although probably just securing the middle is going to be smarter. And this flame cannon is still lurking, and we do see Grimdelvers here. Oh, can we get away from them? Okay, if we can get away from Grimdelvers, that's going to be pretty sweet. All right, so he's maybe making a play over there. We'll see. You can attack here. You chariot characters get in there. And we will see. So they do manage to escape. So we're going to get one Fury there, one here. I think the Plague Ogre with the anti-infantry is going to be very nice. We're pretty well ahead of him on value, too. All right, so he's maybe creeping for me here. I'm not sure. This point is sketchy. We're going to need something here to defend this. So I think the Plague Ogre is going to be the solution. We do manage to run him over there, so let's just get you guys back and back. We can use the Furies to just run you guys down real quick. Although maybe just lurk for the Grimdelvers, see if we can get them. All right. So back in the fight we go. Noxbringer's going to retreat. Plague Ogres will be out in a second, and we're going to try and hold this point. But the Plague Ogres will crush these Dwarven characters pretty hard. All right, let's go around the back. Here's the Grim Delvers. Yeah, if we get them and he's out of position, then we're just cooking. Like, we're in great shape. He does Last Samurai 1 unit. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Let's go ahead and shoot them as well with these guys. Chariot characters, feasting, and we can do a Stream of Corruption over there as well. Nice, nice. That was a good Alpha Strike. All right, so we're trying to hold this one down. The Nurglings are desperate. They're doing what they can. And the Grim Delvers do get obliterated pretty hard. Okay, that's money. And can we get like 1 unit here to prevent him from capturing? Let's get a Hound unit right there, just for the capture weight. Okay. So I think we're in a winning position, actually. He was not able to defend his Flame Cannons. And these guys have gotten those Grim Delvers offline, so let's retreat you guys away. And now the Chariot characters are going to be feasting like the Heathen Kings of old. Let's blast these Slayers. We got Miners coming up, just chaff units. Grim Delvers, we're going to target them with 1 crappy one. And on the back objective here, the Plague Ogres are going to kill most of his characters probably, which is going to be very nice. All right. Oh shit, my Lord is almost dead. Wowza, I didn't even notice that. Holy shit. I almost didn't notice that. That could have been a disaster. Just like, oh, I guess we just lose the game. Thankfully, I got a heal off before he broke, so that means he's probably going to come back. All right, in the middle, we need some infantry, so Forsaken are all I really have. So that Lord will most likely come back. We're going to get you guys around here, bring them behind these units. Let's get Forsaken coming up in the middle. And the Hounds can move over here for capture weight. The Lord did come back. And we're going to use Fecundity here to heal these characters up. All right, so Slayers have a bad time versus Furies. So, all right. So that fight looks good. We're going to get here, get behind these Slayers, and dive in on them. We do see Gyrocopters coming out now. So we're going to need another one there. And we do see a lot of Dowie infantry, so we're going to see if we can get them with a big stream right here. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good chef's kiss. That was really nice. Very good. All right, so the Plague Ogres are killing all of his shit here, I think. Yeah, slowly but surely. Although we could just leave them to the Nurglings. I think we still need them there to make sure it doesn't go too south. All right, Noxbringer is going to want to retreat. Let's get the Forsaken in there. And let's get 1 more Fury just to make sure the Gyrocopters can't, feast. All right, so how are the Plague Ogres looking? His Lord is getting low. Eventually that Dwarf Lord probably will die. He is pulling some of the value back. My Chariot characters are just doing work. Forsaken are coming in. Furies are going to be coming in. We just need to keep chasing his Gyros around. These guys. Noxbringer needs to get back on the point. And we do have a big overcasted fleshy I think we can do. No, we don't have enough. Are we going to have enough WOM? We will. So I'm probably going to save for an overcasted fleshy. What do we got on the field? So he's calling in Dragonback Slayers, which we can get using our Hounds and our Furies, but we want to keep the Hounds on the objective for now. Okay, this one's coming into our clutches. The Dwarf Lord is going to die over here. And we can pull you in for capture weight too. Yep, the Dwarves are folding. Dwarves are having a bad old time. So Dragonback Slayers will have a terrible time versus Hounds and Furies, and if we can like 2v them here, they're gonna be very unhappy. You can see he's like kind of sitting, waiting for it here. All right, so we're gonna charge them, see if we can get those guys down. Back objective a little bit shady, so let's reinforce that. Get you guys coming in. And yeah, we could probably honestly even get this point too. So let's get the Forsaken kind of clean things up here. The Dragonback Slayers are getting run down by a bunch of raggedy old Hound units. Let's get you over there. Plague Ogres. Are they still winning their fight? Yeah, they're perfectly healthy too. All right, let's get his unit. Let's unsummon you. Get you back in the pool. And you guys, I should have unsummoned you a long time ago. But that is fine. And the middle is cleared. We just wiped his Dragonback Slayers out. Pretty awesome. Let's get another Forsaken coming up the side of the map here. Really a mistake not unsummoning those guys like a long time ago. But the Dwarf Hero Core back here is in trouble, and yeah, the Plague Ogre's able to get it done. And yeah, still got it, baby, still got it. All right, let's attack there. Those guys have done their job. Plague Ogre's gonna get the Dwarf Lord, although it's really not worth chasing him if I can avoid it. Do we have any Furies laying around not doing anything? Yes, come jump on the Gyrocopters. Chariot Lords keep boinking there, and let's get some Bestigors to, or Pestigors, whatever, gore this, gore that, to push up and do their thing. All right, Fecundity's on the table too. We want to finish off that Dwarf Lord. Let's get the Forsaken rotating to the middle. You can do this. The dwarves just a sausage died. You know, the short legs are coming for me, guys. They are coming. No, plague ogres are good. They're solid in some matchups. Like against dwarves, if you can mitigate their shooting, plague ogres are pretty mean. They'll mess up a lot of the infantry. All right, let's keep going here. That guy does this thing. We clear off these dwarf warriors here. He's desperately going for the back point. Let's unsummon the hound units, get some fresh ones in the pool. Gyrocopter's offline, Dwarf Lord is offline, and let's come over this way. Yeah, Slayers get countered by Furies, Hounds, and also Forsaken on this roster. That is one of your best bets. All right, let's get you guys across. Just Vanguard Goats again. But the micro, getting to his flame cannons was clutch. He needed the Grim Delvers to be defending them. I think that was what did it for us. So we're just going to do a big overcasted heal right here. Get all those homies healed up. Shit, should have put the Noxbringer in there. It's too late. Oh well, not the end of the world. Come on, get in there. He missed the heal. All right, that's game. Yeah, he's completely broken. Got a couple units here. Plague Ogres have done their job. Now it's time to just run the Dwarves down. Yeah, Dwarves are a lot better against Chariots than they used to be, though. Chariots, these Chariots are just particularly good because of who's riding them. That's what really does it. All right, more Pesties. Pestigors are good. Very weak to blasting charges and shooting, but aside from that, they do a nice job. Okay. Back you go. Let's go get in the blasting charges. Kite the blasting charges with those guys. We can get some Forsaken. Forsaken don't mind blasting charges too much because they have high armor, so it's not too bad for them. All right, so Chariot characters are going to get them. And yeah, I don't know why he's still fighting. He's got nothing left. He is out of gas. Hounds, release the hounds. Unsummon you goats. Chariot characters going balls deep here. Yeah, now we can just get in there and swarm them. And the Plague Ogres. Oh, look at the Grim Delvers. They're back. They didn't hear no bell. All right, cool. Our Chaos Lord, totally forgot about him. It's my signature today, just forgetting my Lord. Wow, what the hell even hurt my guy there? Oh, did he summon some shooting? All right, guys, we're in the grand finals. We did it. Now it's time to gatekeep the grand finals. Only the worthy shall pass me. We got there with freaking Nurgle. All right. We got there with Nurgle. All right. GG, dog. And let's get it. Let's get going. So the Chariot characters were super Giga Chad. The Noxbringer was nice. Flame Cannons actually can be really brutal against Nurgle, but you know, he just didn't quite have the tools to protect them. All right, GG, well played. So now we're going to do this. And finals. Please don't be Slaanesh. Just don't do it to me, dude. Don't make me fight Slaanesh in the finals. That would be so depressing. All right, let's do that. Oh, I charged the Giant Slayers. Got it. All right, so what is cooking here? We are playing against... Okay, the other side is still going. How is that possible, man? Nurgle versus Dwarfs. Hey, Jackal, thanks for being a member for 23 months, man. It's a long time on the old YouTube. It's a long old time. Okay, and what is cooking now? Yeah, Payson, that could happen, man. It could happen. All right, so we're waiting for Daniken and Martinius. Oh, man. What are the maps for the grand finals? Let's look. So we have... Here we are. We have Arachnarok Lair, which is a good map for us against Slaanesh. But the other two maps Slaanesh dominates us on, like Edge of the Darkwood and Road to Talabheim, Slaanesh is just going to punch us in the dick. So those are pretty cursed maps for the finals, honestly. Yeah, pretty cursed maps. We need to hope Cathay wins. Like, Daniken needs to pull off a miracle and beat Slaanesh with Cathay. He needs to use the dreaded Eastern European micro and get it done. All right, guys, I'm going to go refill my water. I'll be right back, and we'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, guys, we're back. What's going on? Oh, all right. Refresh. Oh, Daniken won. Yes. Okay, that's good for us. Gives us a fighting chance. Although, dude, the fact that he beat Slaanesh with Cathay is making me very nervous. This is like a win for everybody, man. Nurgle and Cathay, two sort of underdog factions, meeting in the grand finals of a very sweaty tournament. You gotta love to see it. All right. I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, he's a mobility player for sure. You're just here to watch me crash out in the finals. Just crash and burn. Yeah. The only thing that makes me salty in gaming is when it lags. If I'm in a game and it lags and then I lose because of the lag, that makes me very salty. But aside from that, it's pretty hard. All right. Let's see here. So who is going to be banning first? I will. Okay. So we're playing Grand Cathay. Road to Talabheim, banning Road to Talabheim. And then it's either Ragnarok Lair or Edge of the Darkwood. That's going to be the jam. Man, I'm grateful that I didn't have to play Slaanesh in the finals. Grand Cathay, though. Let's start scheming the build, yeah? So we're going to get James Hetfield up real quick, and we're going to take a look at our build options. I think I have a couple. Haven't played this one in a while. Yeah, so probably Iron Dragon, right? You're going to see Iron Dragon cackling about. That's for open map. And yeah, this is for... What are these guys riding? That build seems very outdated, man. Seems very, very outdated. Fastest water refills in the game, that's right. That is right. Okay, so still waiting for Homie. He hasn't responded. Do I win by proxy? Daniken just AFKs and we get the dub? That would be pretty funny. I guess then that would just be like the finals was last game. Iron Dragon's pretty damn good against Nurgle. He's a menace. He is a menace indeed. What does he probably bring? Yeah, Daniken's like very much a mobility kind of guy. He likes his mobile units. It's like him and Anticity have kind of similar play styles, like SE's mobility, a lot of shooting. But, you know, he can catch you off guard. He can catch you off guard. I think he went AFK for a sec. It's very late for Daniken. He lives in Ukraine, so for him it's got to be like... Okay, so midnight plus 7. So 7 a.m. right now, and he's been playing all through the night. I mean, but this is very normal for him. He's got a pretty forbidden sleep schedule. This man is like up at all hours of the day. Okay, we're going to play Edge of the Darkwood. Great. It's going to be the map. So now I can start planning my build. And we will go from there. Yeah, Marauder Axemen are decent. Cathay can do full mobility builds too, though. You got to watch out for that. They can go pretty crazy. Lord choices. So what are we worried about here? He's going to do something really weird. Like trying to predict what Daniken is going to do is rough. It's very rough. Okay, let's get a couple of you guys out. Yeah, like this is one of the first times I have played against Grand Cathay and actually been like worried about it. I'm like, ooh. How's this going to go? I can't remember if Furies actually beat Chrome. I think Chromen beat Furies, actually. Yeah, I think they do. Oh, yeah, that's right. I should get the blocker up just in case he's hanging out. All right, thank you. No surprise that Pestigors are going to be in the build, right? That is not something that's terribly surprising. All right. Choices. Yeah, Mass Air Force is pretty scary with like all the birds and stuff. He could Alfred Hitchcock me. That would not be fun to deal with. Cannons, shooting, yeah. Very much on the table here. This is a very open map. Cannons can definitely feast here. And trying to dive Cathay cannons is usually a mistake with Nurgle because they can just chrome and defend them. Yeah. Chaos Knights suck in this matchup. They're pretty bad. I think we're going to get you in the Vanguard there. You guys. All right. I'm so tempted. Tamarcon calls to me, dude. Just going fat Chattercon. Oh, that would be so cool. That'd be so freaking cool. Huh. No. That's just so dangerous. What is he going to bring? Yeah, the stuffing strategy works pretty good against Cathay. It does. It always has been pretty effective. Let's get a little bit of this. This build's kind of old school, actually, the way we would be playing it. It's a little bit old school. Yeah. Fear the toads, dude. The toads cometh. Battle toads are all right here. They actually do good against the crowmen and stuff, but I think Cathay has enough tools to handle the toads. So the flying SEs are going to be a menace if he decides to go for them. But are we really worried about them? Like, so he's got what? The Moonbirds? Yeah, the Moonbirds, I guess, would be the main thing. I can totally see Daniken doing like a double Moonbird build. Like 100%. Yeah, these guys, they pack some punch. They do indeed. Gonna max out on these. A couple of these little homies in reserve. And then, yeah, Ribbit. Yes. Fear the dreaded Ribbit. He could also go for like an elite build. Yeah, we could see something a little bit funky with that. Okay. Moonbirds are a pretty cool unit. They're fast and furious, man. They give you some grief. All right. Let's do this and this. Yeah. I like this. This is ambitious, but it's how you send a message. All right. Then for our caster, our Harry Potter, can do that and that. Yes. Great. He's ready. All right. So Homeboy's ready. Need a couple of you guys. Bile Trolls in this matchup. Pretty okay against Jade Lancers. A little bit weak against some of the other elements. Like how much... So they have what? 54 speed Plague Ogres, or how fast? Plague Ogres have 48. So there's that to worry about. Let's get another one of you guys. Do this in case he gets real crunk. And then we can do that spell as well. Okay. One more Nurgling. One Nurgling to rule them all. Yeah, 3 Celestial Lions. That would actually be very funny. I wouldn't even be mad. Not even mad. I'm impressed. I'm not even mad. Baxter, did you eat all that cheese? Okay. Is that really how you want to go about it? What is that really good against? Like Jolly Green Giant and shit? Yeah, he's not going to bring Jolly Green Giant. There's no freaking way. That would be so wild if he did that. Okay. Yes. And then we need to fine tune a little bit more. It's a Dark Wizard Daniken here, so I have to be very smart with my build. To be very on point with it. All right. Let's see if this works, man. This is a kind of an old school style of Nurgle against Cathay. It worked when they came out, but it hasn't quite been vetted yet here in this particular setting. So we're going to see. How's StarCraft going lately? Dude, I haven't played StarCraft since Wings of Liberty, man. That was a long time ago. All right, let's see if we can do it, man. This is some aggressive shit. Oh, old man stretching sounds. Bring the giant. No, why would I give him a free win? I'm gonna make him work for it, man. Can't have it for free. I'll giant your Jolly Green. There you go. See, Snickerdoodle knows. Snickerdoodle, where you been, man? I haven't seen you in tournaments in a while. You were one of my other fellow Nurgle champions. We gotta keep Nurgle's hope alive, man. The bad man punted Baxter. All right, so we got 2 Chaos Warriors here. 2 Nurglings, and then we're gonna get a Pestigore. Can probably get you guys to come over here, actually. I think that's gonna be a bit of a less of a risk. Okay. Yes and yes. Gonna get the goats coming up here because I don't want to lose them in case he overloads there. So 1. And we got some shielded marauders also who are gonna help. 2. Sorcerer. Horsemen gonna be in group 3, trying to grab the middle if they can. And then we got 2 hound units too. So the hounds are just there for speedy capture weight to help me grab the points real quick. Does Big Billy beat... Yeah, Bilious Thundergruff would probably beat the Jolly Green Giant one-on-one. Yeah, he would. But that situation is probably never going to happen. All right. No, this is old school. This is what... this is a stuffing build where everything... I'm not designed to value trade with him. It's about getting the objectives and holding them. And having just perpetual capture weight threats. All right, guys. Let's focus in. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to move you guys up here. And then we're going to get you guys right here to do this. Go here, and you guys move up there. All right. So we need to get this objective out of the gates. The 2 Nurglings should be able to get it. We're going to start contesting it here and see if we can lure him into the woods. We got to pay really... He has really good micro, so he's got a Yang Lord, cannons, and Jade Warrior Halberds. Holy shit. He's like, I feel like I'm playing against the Dwarves here. Okay, let's go here and go here. Nurglings are there. I just need to get this objective just to be a gremlin, and now we can come over this way. And yeah, I think we have the capture weight advantage, but the Moonbird is coming. Let's get you guys back. Retreat you guys away here. So unfortunately, he's gonna be able to defend it. The Nurglings are gonna have a bad time. We can still try and get the capture, get the Horseman over, get the Lord as well, and we're up 30 points, and we do manage to get his point, which is great. All right, so back in the trees we go. Let's get our throwing axes back. We don't need to go over there anymore. We just pull back. And we just kind of keep goblining the objective. Just trying to be annoying, basically. All right, hounds need to run because they could get terror-routed off the edge of the map. So we need to get these hounds back right now and keep them alive. If at all possible. Great. So we do have the triple cap on him, which is outstanding. And now we can start reinforcing the middle. So we're going to do probably some Forsaken and some Marauders. Okay. I do blunder 1 hound unit, but the other one should be able to escape here. And we do take a lot of damage right there. Okay. So the Nurglings are going to die. We're going to give up a lot of value on the Nurglings. We do manage to keep both hounds alive, which is great. So we're gonna try and keep those guys cooking, and it has gotten us a big points lead. So now we know it needs to be done. It's basically just a stuffing strategy. So let's go here, do this. So the idea is you're kind of yielding value for objective points. It kind of sucks, but hey, at least the Nurglings did something. They like held the objective. They fought. And when you're playing this style, like every point matters, honestly. Like every point matters. Okay, so he's got crossbows coming in. I got shielded warriors. We lost some Nurglings, but you know, it could be a lot worse, basically. It could be a lot worse. So we're gonna just wait for him to move up in the middle, where I do have a fair amount of capture weight. And these units are not moving up, so that feels bad. And here he comes with the Moonbirds and all those homies. Cannons have really good range. We need to get behind this. God damn, those Cathay cannons are doing a lot of damage against my warriors, actually. Would not have expected that. All right, so we're gonna get you coming up. Go here, get you guys lurking there too. And we're gonna get the Horseman to start throwing at the Astromancer. See if we can get a little bit of value against him here. We're gonna see if we can hold. Not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy. Daniken is a very dreaded opponent. All right, so you guys are gonna move this way. We're gonna tarp at the middle. He microed that very, very well. And yeah, just keep baiting out the cannon shots, trying to be annoying there. Let's call in you guys, get you guys waddling up that way, get the Moonbird attacked again. Let's see if we can dodge this. And I do have some Streams of Corruption, but probably best to just, yeah, we can get him right there, actually. It's a pretty good one. That's going to hit like all of his units there. Nice, that was a good stream. That definitely tickled the pickle. And he's using magic on Jade Shield, so not too worried about that. All right, let's get you guys up, Our Cav are getting hammered here pretty hard. Pestigors are coming. Very classic Nurgle versus like, you were literally the epitome of face to foot in this matchup. All right, so yeah, you guys now are gonna be chilling. So let's get you guys out here and get you guys right here. And we just gotta hold the middle here, basically, guys. We just gotta hold it. All right, so let's get you guys coming. More Pestigors. Yeah, nice value trading right there. Good, and you need to go back to that point. We need to make sure he doesn't ninja that one. Keep trading, do this and this. And get you Pestigors to hang out, And he does manage to harry some of our units back here. So we are going to get the point again here, though. So we can get the Jade Lancers there, and get you here, and get the 2 capture doggies to be lurking over there. Great. Unsummon you, because we're going to need to spam out the reinforcements. You guys charge them. Forsaken are getting it pretty good, so we need to pull back. And we are about to get his back objective, so that's going to be pretty money. That is going to be pretty money. All right, so back you go. A couple Marauders can be sent in. And over here, what do we have? The Gores are going. So we can do this, and let's get you guys around the outside, kind of up and behind them. And let's call in Plague Toads now. They're going to be, decent. All right, so my lord, let's go ahead and get a big stream of corruption right here down the pipe on these guys. Try and soften them up a little bit. Yeah, just keep creeping here. Yeah, we don't need to, the hounds can just retreat back into the trees. One big mistake a lot of people make is they try and dive Cathay super hard, and then they, then they can have a bad time. You can have a roughish time there. All right, so you Pestigores, let's go get on the Grand Cannon. Just kind of slow push him there, and he was able to clean up a fair amount of my horsemen, but not a huge deal. So the Lord is chilling in the back. We do manage to threaten the Grand Cannon. We have our Hound units, and they're just waiting in the bushes, and we can get you guys to go threaten that. Here they come, a little bit of mobility pressure. I think getting a Bile Troll is probably not actually a good idea. Probably just more infantry. Just make it difficult for him to party, So we're going to get you guys up on the point, prevent the capture. The Pestigores, he's microing super hard back there, but yeah, are we safe for now? The middle is going to be sketchy soon. It's going to be very sketchy soon. But we are weaseling the objective game very well. I think that aspect of things, we're doing a very good job. So Nurgling's right there, and we do see some cav coming over there as well. So he's coming with a Rage Boner to try and get his back objective back here. Toads can maybe threaten there. Let's get these Shielded Marauders to keep face-to-foot styling. And, yeah. All right, he's going to come. We retreat our hounds back into the trees, and we just kind of rinse and repeat. We do the same thing we just did there. So we get more Marauders, move them up the side, kind of play the long game. We have our Shielded Warriors hanging out, and he kind of forgot about some units there, which is good. And, yeah, because if I fight here, we definitely lose that. Okay, Iron Hail Gunners are coming out. Let's get a stream of corruption going right there. And we can go and tease the capture weight here a little bit. Just kind of tease it, but we're not going to be fully committed. All right, so he's moving up now. So we're going to go fight the Halberds. We're going to go fight the Halberds here, get you guys up, you guys around the side. And we're teasing capture weight here just to slow him down, because every point matters in this situation. Now he's going to come for me, obviously. That's going to be the smart play. And we're just going to retreat. All right, capture weight, capture weight. Let's get you guys going up. The Hounds are pretty clutch. And on the middle, the fighting begins in earnest. So we're going to get you guys on top of the Graces of Quan Chi. Get you guys creeping there. My lord needs to run away a little bit. Yeah, there we are. Forsaken can move, and cool. So we are in combat with all the boys. You guys are here. I might need to reinforce middle a little bit more. He is able to get his back objective back. I think pulling the goats, what did he call in? It's going to be mass mobility. We for sure win on just one right now. That's like 100% the case. But yeah, let's go ahead and start reinforcing the middle a little bit, because he's coming pretty hard for it here. So let's get Battletoads. All right, so Battletoads, you guys retreat. Let's get the Forsaken around the side here. We have some healthy Forsaken there. Let's get you guys here. All right, and right on. So now we reroute to the middle until it's time to rotate around. This is like old school Nurgle tactics against Cathay, and it seems to be working against Daniken, who brought a relatively traditionalist army. All right, man, he's going to try and ninja that back point for sure. I'm going to need to send something over there to guard it. All right, let's get you guys around the side. And we do have the big old stream of corruption right here, which is going to be very good. Going to hit a lot of units. Okay, let's get these guys in here to deal with that. And on the back, we do have goats coming out, so the goats are here. And these Nurglings and Marauders can head that way, and get you guys lurking there too. So are we still okay on the middle? Yeah, it's getting a little dodgy. Like, I feel like my numbers are getting a little bit thin. So we're going to try and fight here. Keep you guys nearby. Get Toads coming in, and we're going to go ahead and get you guys coming here too. All right, so those guys did arrive. Cathay's got a hell of a lot of shit here. Let's do this. Get you guys bonking there. Get you guys there. And the Nurglings are going to try and threaten the point too. Can the Hounds actually do anything here? I don't know. How's the middle looking? Yep, it's looking a little bit of a shit show right now. All right, so we're going to get you on the outside. We need to get Nurglings right here. Do this. Hopefully not blunder my lord. We can do some fecundity on him. And then do a stream of corruption right there. Forsaken are still ripping and tearing where they can. And let's get the Hound units on top of the Iron Hail Gunners. Get the two Nurglings up there. And hopefully we are able to threaten that objective. That's going to be pretty big. Battletoads are going. We need to get the Horsemen going over here. Yes, unsummon you. And you guys can go this way. Fleshy Abundance on the Lord. Heal him up, because he's very heavily surrounded right now. And the Nurglings are trying their best to get this objective. The Iron Hail Gunner stabilized. That's going to be tough. That's going to be very, very tough. So now it's going to be a classic Helm's Deep, which we don't... I kind of regret sending that unit over there. And my Lord getting surrounded here is very bad. But maybe the Toads can save him? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we still have a lot of capture weight threat on the back, which is going to force him to stay back there. Nurglings are coming, and do we have anything else that can get here in a jiffy? Plague Ogres could be okay. My Lord needs to rally, if possible. So we're just going to cast some spells, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and see if Homeboy can get away. If he can, we might be all right. That is for sure. All right, so back we go. These are Jade Lancers. So right now we're going to go ahead and get some Plague Toads and bring them over here. All right, perfect. So rally and rally. My Lord broken, unfortunately, but hopefully he'll just live long enough to be kind of annoying here. All right, back you go. We got Pesties. And we are threatening his home point still, actually. We have a lot of infantry fighting over there, which is going to force him to stay consistent with that. All right, let's go get that friggin' cannon if we can. That's free real estate. So my Lord being escorted off the back of the battlefield feels bad. We could do a Curse of the Slug to slow these homies down. Get under here, and we want to get some Marauders coming here too. We just need all hands on deck on the back objective. And if we can somehow ninja this point just with the sustained grind, that's going to be very good. All right, so there's some Celestial Dragon crossbows. Let's do this. He has a fair amount of units, but I was able to reform the ranks here pretty well. How are the Hound units looking? Pretty good. Let's see if we can go get these Iron Hail Gunners. Shut them offline. In the meantime, Toads actually counter Crowmen, which is a pretty funny interaction, but it does matter. Let's have you guys get on top of those guys. Do this. You guys are coming here, and that's actually a really good fight for our boys. Yeah, the Toads will uptrade there very, very well. All right, so you get on the halberds. We managed to tar pit his guns there, which feels really good. My Lord is still hanging in there, which is great. That's going to buy us a lot of time. And now we can get some Pestigores to come over here, do this, and maintain. And you guys keep throwing. You guys keep throwing here. And we are threatening his capture situation here. If we get this, we probably have a decent chance of winning, actually. Probably have a decent chance. All right, I don't know what these Marauder Horsemen are smoking, but let's get them back on the point. Nurglings and Pestigores trading well. Hounds are on deck, so we need to move you guys back. If we can rally that Lord, that would be pretty sweet. He's got a lot of units coming in right now. Let's just charge into you guys. Do this. We need to get a doggy unit. So now we're going to have negative 16 leadership. We need to slow down his shit. Keep his units, his reinforcements from getting here. I just don't know where we want to do it. Are we going to get anything here? No. Looks like he defended us there. All right, boys. Come on. Come on. Get to the point. Get to the point. Come on. All hands on deck. Blundering my Lord may have been the catalyst, the straw that breaks my back. We're going to see. Cannonballs are shooting. We have Cathay moving in with a lot. A couple Hound units do arrive here. And, oh man, I think we just barely lose this. So, pretty close game. Pretty close game here. So, if we don't lose the Chaos Lord, I think maybe we're okay. That was a pretty big mistake, letting him get surrounded. But the Moonbird is very fast, too. It's good at hunting him, so... We're still holding on to this point for now, but he is able to knock us off there. Yeah. 16. Did I have all the points? I think I captured them all, right? Yeah. I'm just pretty much tabled off. I mean, this strategy isn't designed to value trade, so... Yeah, really close, man. Really, very winnable game if we play a little bit cleaner. The Gremlin tactics were good. Okay, let's retreat there. Is there anything we can possibly do? Because Cathay is very slow. We have our horsemen. His whole army's down here. We have what in the trees? Some Chadley shielded warriors. He's got a full health peasant spearman over there. So I have a little bit of time, but not much. So we're just going to go double Nurgling and make a dive for his back objective. Let's go get his cannon here. See if we can knock that thing offline. Because he's literally all the way across the battlefield. So I'm kind of thinking like, maybe we can do something. I don't know. Hound's routing at 100% health. That's pretty normal, though. It's pretty normal. All right, let's keep you in the trees. Might be able to get an ambush with them, believe it or not. Oh, I think he manual aimed that one there. That's pretty funny. All right, so you guys will go here. Yeah, we get his cannon offline, which is cute. He's got a lot of defenders over there. I would normally leave, but since he's so close to losing on points, I'm kind of like thinking maybe we can do something. Let's get some poison hounds. Come up there. The hounds were very good, though. They were very, very good. Oh my god, he's got so many units left on the field. Oh, let's go there. Nurglings are confident. You'd think they wouldn't care for their lord being dead. Okay, let's play a little bit longer before we tap out. It's pretty much over, especially against a good player like him, but there's no way we can get through all this. All right, you guys go here. The horseman died, diving the cannon. He's got both of his SEs, but his lord is actually close to death. Ooh, maybe I should have brought Rancid. Just gone like hero sniping or something. Yeah, GG, dude. What a game. Damn, we almost had that. That would have been a cool tourney win. But, you know, it's good practice. The fact that we got that far and did that well with Nurgle, man, very happy about that. GG, well played. GG, dog. Great game, well played. So what big mistakes did we make? Let's, like, take a retrospective on this. I think and look, guys, the stars aligned for us. If that had been Slaanesh, you know, we probably would have had no chance. So what went well? The initial objective gremlining was very good. I think we needed to just hide our lord on the back objective sooner and have him back there so our leadership doesn't fold. Because here's the thing. We were threatening his home back objective, but the reason he was able to chill there was because my leadership went down, and then my Nurglings capturing his back objective crumbled when they maybe could have even threatened to capture there. I think that was part of it. Yeah, do it. He says I need to take a shower after that. Yeah. Again, Nurgle and sweat. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Really, really good run here. It's quite a bit of fun. We'll see you guys when we see you. I'm going to go hang out with my smoking hot wife and have some dinner. But, yeah, Nurgle's back, man. Cool to see Nurgle doing well, getting to the grand finals. We'll get it another time, I can assure you. And that time will come. Nurgle will be happy. So tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday? That's right. We have our 2v2 tournament tomorrow. Oh, yeah. So 2v2. Let me go to challenge and see how many teams signed up. Wow. Wait, what? No, that's the wrong tournament. That was like, okay, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. Give me a sec, guys. Where are we? Okay, so here's the tournament for tomorrow. We have 3 teams signed up. We have the Brothers Haggard, Carrick 8 Squeaks, and the Dowie Expedition. So if you guys want to play in the 2v2 tournament, it's going down tomorrow. Check it out. Have some fun with it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at around 1 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock, 1:30. It'll be a little earlier in the day. And we're going to be playing a 2v2 domination tournament, which will be super fun. All right, guys. See you around. Thanks for joining. And Nurgle bless you all. But not really bless you, but, you know, you guys get the idea. Nobody wants that. Yeah, I got Professor Pone playing with me. Yeah, it's going to be great. See you guys. Adios. That's it.